Hey there, my name is Spencer Mueller, and I've been playing Dungeons & Dragons with a group of my ridiculous pals for a little over 6 years now. We have lots of good times and lots of terrible decisions while we play, and we wanted to share them all with you. This is the world of Nerdcraft, and these are my friends.
Slayer! Oh wait, I mean Chris!
Walker.
My name's Robert.
Sean.
This is Ethan.
Dean!
Forgotten realms, magic spells, hallowed halls beneath the pills. He's the master of the evil in the deep. He's the dungeon master. He's the dungeon master. He's the dungeon master.
Alright, so yeah, you guys had saved Raynar, and then the watch came in. You did get some information from a Kenku before the watch made it in, and you got some words of no time for looting. Let me see exactly what it was.
Follow the.
So it was no time to loot the place, just get him to the boss. Xanathar sends his regards. Tie up the pretty boy in the back room and follow the yellow signs in the sewers. Those were the different quotes that you guys had gotten from the Kenku before the guard came in. And then, they questioned you. They recognized Raynar. Morthos, you seemed a little suspicious of Raynar.
I know how you guys are not.
Which one was Raynar?
The one that you saved.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know he's a
Never Ember.
I know he's a Never Ember, but still, dude, like he happens to be walking with a dude that looks exactly like him the night that these people fucking kidnap him. Like, I don't know.
I feel like
He's
you're trying
royal.
to make connections where there are none.
Hold on.
whatever.
He's. We're talking about this in our rooms before I head to my own.
That's fine.
Okay,
Which,
hold
by
on,
the way,
hold on
let
real
me
quick then.
finish that.
So you guys have your discussion then, yeah. You do end up going back to the yawning portal where Raynar has gotten his own room. You guys have, spent some time down in the main room of the yawning portal and then headed back to your respective rooms, or maybe you're still hanging out in the tap room or whatever.
thought
So
you were
whatever you guys are
looking
doing,
at fire.
but right after
I was for a little while.
So, right after this, we'll have you take your full night's rest. You're hitting level 2 from that. You guys are all going to have full HP and all your spell slots and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So before you go to bed,
As Raynar goes to bed,
Uh-huh.
I want to know where he's going.
he
I
got
pay
a room.
attention.
He got a room at the yawning portal.
I know. I
Got a room in
pay
LA.
attention
He
to
wants
what
to know
room.
exactly
You
what.
follow him.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. Whatever's
stealth check.
necessary. It's like I'm going up to my room when he's going up to his room, and then I'm going to go to my door and go in if I have to.
You're awkwardly standing next to him in the elevator, just like, no.
Okay, well this is a 6-story.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, I explained this. So
It's a
If-
very-
it could be in completely different. So if you want to follow him, you follow him. And you can't look at your roll and then
Dude,
decide.
this is a
You follow
total,
him
this
or
is a
not.
I'm
total
following.
like
Okay.
Metal Gear Solid moment.
13.
Okay. Okay.
By the way, this guy's badass.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, he turned out a lot better. I was telling Kyle, I had hoped you had chose the other one whenever I took the pictures and showed them to you, and then you said that one. I was like, okay, I'll do it. He wants that one because I didn't like the helmet at all. And then once I started painting it, I was like,
Well,
this
I
guy
have
looks really
the I have the helm thingy. So
Yeah.
I figured.
But you haven't put it on yet. It's
Yeah.
just been sitting in your backpack.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to scare people with the glowy red eyes.
You can do it now, then.
Yeah. So yeah, so you follow him. He goes up to a room. You don't know if he notices you or not. Doesn't seem to make any apparent notice.
Does he make any? Does he look like he's hiding anything whatsoever?
No,
Like the way
no.
he's moved, he doesn't seem stiff. He just.
I mean, yeah, he does seem a little stiff, but it's more or less, it looks from a soreness and a, disgusting smell of rotted fish and stuff that's just kind of hanging over him.
Okay.
But yeah, he slowly gets up and he makes his way straight up to his room and, closes the door. You kind of hang out for a little bit.
At the end of the hall, essentially.
Yeah, and it seems after a while, I'm sure they have washrooms and stuff within the rooms.
So, fourth floor, third door down or something?
Sure, let's
Okay.
go with that. Yeah, that's
Alright.
exactly where it is.
So I walk back downstairs and say, hey, so he's in the third floor, Fourth floor, third door
floor,
down.
I really hope you just fucked up your own directions.
Right? I know that you feel uncomfortable with him, and that is not wrong to feel. Because, yes, he is a never ember, meaning that he is a semi-political figure. We don't typically trust those, obviously. But he is a figurehead. He's not... He might be a warrior of some sort, but I don't see him being a threat to us. We're a group of people...
Check him for tattoos.
Check him for tattoos?
Yeah. Check him for
Fill him up, bro. Go
tattoos.
suck dick.
Well, you know where his room is.
Yeah, I did just-
Oh, really?
You're
Oh,
the suspicious
alright.
one.
He
Well,
literally just told you.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Wait, what?
I'll go upstairs.
I go stare at a fire and pretend like I'm not... I don't know what's happening.
I actually don't know what's
continue
happening.
drinking.
I follow his directions.
What's his directions?
4th floor, 3rd door down.
Okay.
And I knock on the door.
I'm in my room holding my helm, just like Darth Vader.
Couple
just
minutes.
You know you're sitting in a chair.
You kind of hear like a torch or lamp light inside, and the door unlocks, and Reynar's there. He's just in like a white tunic. He looks kind of like a little groggy. He's like,
Oh,
you
you
caught
caught me
yes,
at just the wrong
what-
time.
I'm sorry to bother you in your sleep,
what can I do for you?
but I was wondering if we could have a talk. And I know you're going to sleep, but it's slightly important.
All right then, yes. Come
Okay,
in.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Go inside. I find a stool or something. Sit
Yeah,
down.
there's like a
Sit
seat down there, and he kind of sets the
just
lamp down.
imagining it like
You'll have to forgive me,
Muppets,
but
just like-
I'm quite suspicious.
I noticed.
Yes. I was wondering if you wouldn't. This is hard for me to say. Show me. Your,
Show me your boobs.
I need you to take off your clothes.
Well, I'm quite flattered. I really am.
No,
But,
seriously, no, please. I don't want to make this any awkward or strange than it is. Just, you can cover yourself up,
But then what's
your
the point?
private parts, but that I need to
roll a
know.
persuasion check.
I just imagine him walking like, I'm suspicious of you. Get nude.
Get naked.
That's what's happening.
They're all the 10.
What is this about? If this is serious, tell me what it
How
is.
often can you say you saw
Look,
Lord
I'm
naked?
sorry, but I'm not just going to disrobe in front of you.
Look, my group already thinks I'm crazy, okay? But if for my own personal being,
In my room.
You want to see me naked?
no, I don't want to see you. I need to know if you have any tattoos.
Well, no, I have no tattoo.
I can't believe you though.
He's like wearing a white tunic. Like where?
It's on the shaft, bro.
Show me behind. Show me behind your ears.
He like lifts up his shirt.
Oh, no.
So it's just balls and fucking dong.
Wait, how
hanging
big is
down.
his dong?
Just huge bush. You can't even tell. It's just, yeah.
Dude, don't mess with the zone hack.
I have nothing on me. And he
Need
drops
to see
his shirt
behind
back
your
down.
ears.
Dude, you didn't check underneath the shaft.
Turns like there's nothing. Do you want to go up and like inspect him?
Check
No.
the taint.
He doesn't seem to have any like ink on him.
Okay. I'm very, very sorry.
It's on the inside of his rectum.
Well, all right then. You have a good night, Morthos.
He just nicely
points to
said,
the
"Get
door.
the fuck out of my room."
Yeah, he did. But I haven't dropped my suspicions. And I walk out.
Slams the door behind you.
I walk downstairs.
I'm still staring at the
So
fire.
Moe.
So,
So yeah.
how'd it go?
Are you downstaiz?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all
We've
they're
all
you guys have gone
downstairs.
to bed.
Sorry, you said that in voice, and I'm like, you just walk out. Are you downstairs?
Yeah, I just hear a voice and I'm just like, are you here?
Nani?
Well,
I'm still drinking.
Well. He's got one hell of a bush, I'll give him that.
a single tear drops down
Out of
from
context.
my eye.
That's a weird thing to give him.
I'm not gonna ask anymore.
He has no tattoos, I know what you were
He
asking.
has no taints.
Thanks.
I'm in my room putting on my helmet like Darth Vader.
I just
Over and
don't
over
understand.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
I just don't understand. They could have taken this guy any night.
I have an intelligence of minus
But it
2.
happened to
Pull
be
that
on the
off.
night that two people walking down the street
who look literally the same, wearing the exact same clothing.
Don't you think
Well,
that's not a
They
coincidence?
have been friends for a while.
That has nothing to
Maybe that's how they became. I'm not there.
Don't you think that's a coincidence for a reason?
Coincidence.
Don't you think he has his friends because they protect him? He is a
look
never-ember.
Okay, so you're saying he has a look-alike.
Maybe he uses Floon as a look-alike, but
That's fucking mean.
I mean, they're friends.
True, but now his friend might be killed because of him.
Well, that's why he's coming with us, isn't it?
True. Alright.
I'm not there, so I can do what I want.
Yeah. Just make noise in the background. That's you in the mirror.
I'm done
As
trying
you
to
watch,
Okay, it's all me.
as you watch the video later on, you're just like, what the fuck is he
What's going on?
Can I just make it as loud?
I'm done staring at this fire, so I'm gonna go to bed. So I go to bed.
Eyes are just red and bloodshot.
I'm gonna head to
I sleep in front of Never Ember's door.
That's weird as fuck. Alright, yeah. You just pass out on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spencer, I spend the 4 hours doing my meditation, and the rest of the time, probably down in the bar with Durnan.
Durnan.
I had it right the first time. That's pretty good.
I love how his name has become like a drum roll though, because it's it's never just said once, because you usually say it right. All of you usually say it right the first time,
Yeah.
but then repeat it 3 more times afterwards. Yeah.
Dope.
It's such a catchy name.
Yeah.
It just rolls off the tongue.
So yeah, I go talk to Durnan. You ever hear of? Oh wait, is Durnan even here?
So you go up to your room.
Yeah.
All of you guys go up to your rooms. You go to sleep. You get your full health back.
I do not
You
go
get
to
all
sleep.
your. You go into a trance.
Thank you.
You get all your spell slots back, all that kind of stuff.
It looks like when I'm looking at a fire, except without fire, and my eyes are just bulging and watering.
So, while you're in a trance, you don't actually physically see the physical world. You're in. It's like a monk kind of thing. You know, your
an
mind
elf
is
land.
somewhere else. Yeah. You come back out of your trance after your 4 hours, and you're in your room, and you can see that the fire is burning, but there's no sound coming from it. There's no sound at all.
Weird.
And then you hear, as your heartbeat and your vision kind of thuds with it.
I check my pulse. Am I dying?
No. Heartbeat again.
Do I feel it?
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know.
He's gone.
So look
with
around.
super instinct.
Look up.
You're in your room. Everything seems perfectly normal, except there's absolutely no sound other than that constant.
Are you having a seizure?
And your vision, every time your heartbeat, your vision kind of blurs.
I go for the door.
You go to open the door, and there's a final, and this time there's kind of a pain in your chest.
Are you dying?
I'm having a heart attack.
And you hear a voice all of a sudden emanate strong. Death is a beautiful thing.
I don't want to be dead though.
You go to talk, nothing comes from your voice.
Yeah.
Death is the only truth in this world. You finally get the door to open, and everything just goes pitch black. Then it goes bright white, and then slowly fades to like a gray. And you see this massive porcelain face appear from nowhere, just sitting right in front of you, looking down.
How close and how massive is this?
It's
thing?
huge. Like it's probably within like 15 to 20 feet of you. And it's you're looking up at
I'm
the
just
eyes. Yeah, you're like looking up at its eyes.
You need to lay
and
out
it's
the
just-
burgers. You're definitely having a stroke.
It's just it's smiling. It's got this like very serene smile on.
It's very creepy. I'm incredibly creeped out.
We anticipate death, and I ensure they meet their end. The face blinks out, and a tree, broken, kind of sprouts from the ground, and then you hear a caw from a raven, as a raven circles down and lands on one of the branches. You hear the voice again. Those who defy death through undeath and other imitations are abominations to this world. and must be destroyed. The raven kind of flutters around a little bit and then like looks down and makes eye contact with you, just staring down at you. You will do my bidding and defeat those who seek to cheat death. Still no sound, but you start to hear your heartbeat again. Just in this empty black or grayness, this raven.
Giant fucking.
It's on the broken branch is only about 6 foot off the ground.
Okay.
The raven's just staring at you. No sound comes.
I know. I'm trying anyway.
Do you move up to it?
Yeah, why not? I'll walk up.
You go up to it. It's not. It's just looking down. Kind of lowers its head a little bit. You go to touch it, and it just bursts into feathers. Everything goes black. And then you pop out of your trance once again, sitting in front of the fire. Now you can hear the fire. There's normal sound, normal
You just
everything.
had the craziest fucking acid trip ever.
Everything seems normal. And then all of a sudden, you feel this just immensely powerful presence of total death within the room. Just some entity, some being of something that just
The
emanates.
feeling of you're going to die in this
Yes,
moment.
yeah. It just surrounds and engulfs you. You see a movement on the corner of your eye from the shadows, and you turn around and you see that one of the corners of your room has kind of a darkness that shouldn't be there. A magical darkness.
Obviously a darkness I hadn't noticed before.
Yes.
Sort of deal.
I didn't notice it.
Whoa.
You turn to go look at it, and a creature steps from the darkness.
Is it a Yakla?
A Shadar Kai.
Same thing.
Good. Bless you.
This is a denizen of the Shadow Plane. Something that you're actually familiar with. The Shadow Fell, sorry. So this aura that radiates from the room is coming from this creature. He doesn't...
Is that something I know that is a trait of it?
You have no idea. You know that this is a... You've never seen one before or anything like that, made
So I just
contact
know
with one?
of.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
know
know
of them.
about.
This is a creature, an elven-like creature, that was taken to the Shadowfell years ago during this Elven War and that kind of stuff, and have since changed. The Shadowfell is a place of complete and utter darkness. Yeah. Like... and so they've adapted to this world. You know that there are terrifying things there, and so this maybe could, something common maybe upon those creatures. You see that it's got something, this like large staff kind of attached to its back, and in a second you see, almost like magically, it appears in its hand as it spins around.
It has a hand?
Yeah, this creature is like an elf. It's like a dark elf.
Oh, like an elf.
It looks exactly like you to a point. Bald-headed though, not as pointy ears. Its skin is probably just as dark as yours, as if not a little bit darker. But it has like normal eyes in comparison to yours, which are almost like a solid color. You see it, flip out this weapon that's just standing out in front of you.
Hey,
It's
just holding it like that?
Yeah, it's just looking at you.
Grab it.
And I take a couple steps forward, kind of look at it real close.
It, like, when you turned around to face it, it came up to you.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
It moved up to
So
you.
it's, like,
And
right up
it's,
here.
It's right, he's
Oh,
literally
shit.
right in front of you with
It's
this weapon.
all up in your business.
What's he smell like?
Death. Yeah.
Called it.
Take the thing. It's a staff?
It's your staff.
It's a
It
weapon.
looks kind of like a glaive. Or,
A staff weapon with a blade on the end?
Pike.
yeah, no, not a pike.
Halberd?
A scythe,
Scythe?
more or less.
Oh, war scythe.
Yeah, it looks kind of like
That's
a
the one-
scythe. It's
it's a
like a
scythe-
glaive or a scythe.
It's
That's
a scythe
literally-
with the
you'll-
pointy edge. Just
So
It just kind of
like
goes
that.
out.
you grab it, and you're kind of instantly struck with that feeling of death. It kind of like just bursts through you once again, and it kind of takes you off balance for a second, and then you look back up as this creature has retreated. You only see its eyes staring at you from the darkness of the shadow, and then the shadow just disappears.
Now I'm left with this thing.
You almost
Wow!
You almost just went heels to Jesus, bro.
I don't know if I want anyone else to see it yet.
With your deathly
I mean,
war spike.
None of us have seen it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in your room by yourself.
Yeah, I know, but I could reveal it to you guys when my character reveals it to you guys. It'll be cute.
Yes.
I still need to read this thing.
Read it.
All right, so I trip out about this for a while. Like, I sit there and I think about it. And
So you'd be able to learn the attributes of it by... You also know that this is something that can be very powerful. It seems like it's almost in a dormant state.
Interesting.
So after you spend some time with it, you guys eventually convene down at the bottom of the yawning portal. And after a little bit of time, or do you wake up and stay in front of his door? What's your passive perception?
13.
I remember this one time I went to bed and I was like, whoa, it's like I had a stroke. And
I went to bed and I had
So
a
yeah,
stroke.
after you wake up, what do you do? Like, do you just sit there and wait, or do you go downstairs?
No, I just go downstairs.
Okay. So you go downstairs and actually find that Raynar's already downstairs.
Oh, cool.
Late.
Yeah.
What? You're late?
Then
just
you look
I'm
in the
taking my
mirror and
time.
you find out you have a black eye.
Oh man, that would be amazing.
If I figure it out quickly, what it does, because I know what it does now, but fucking cool. I want to practice with it in the room for a while, get a little comfortable with it, swinging it around.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Like, just getting comfortable with the weapon itself?
Yeah,
Okay.
like not actually doing it.
Become proficient?
Barely saw it.
Oh, that was a close one.
So yeah, you spend some time with it and stuff like that, yeah. It only takes, technically, a half hour is really all it takes, so.
But then I'm also kind of doing my, what is it?
Oh, your other thing
The
to...
Hexblade thing.
Okay, yeah, definitely. So that takes an hour, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So yeah, after all that stuff happens, you guys all convene downstairs. Raynar's down there as well. He's sitting with you guys at the table. You've had breakfast. He's already had a glass of wine to start the day. And he says, well, I assume we're making haste for the sewers, yes? Is there anything that we need to take care of before...
I have one thing. I put on my dread helm. Now I'm ready.
And I have another as I come down the stairs and I'm wielding...
As if you heard anything, you're like, we
Yeah.
gotta do
that!
Oh
That's
shit.
That's fucking cool.
That's a war site.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a war
dope.
site though.
It's a scythe.
It's a war site.
It's in-game considered a glaive.
I was thinking more of like
yeah, which is the same thing as a war site.
what the
In
dude
real life,
had
it's a war site.
in
A glaive is a
Hellboy
single handheld little thing.
and Hellboy, the Golden Army, like what the villain had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
I was thinking more like that.
Forgot about
Oh,
that.
so it's
Yeah,
like hella
so-
short.
Did you see that they're making another
Well,
Hellboy?
this isn't.
Yeah. I'm not too
But that's what a
excited,
glaive
but
is
I'm like,
considered.
yeah, it could be
It's
good.
just a big ass.
I'm excited
fuck.
for Hellboy, not super excited for the actor.
Yeah.
It's in game mechanics considered a glaive because there is no scythe or anything like that in
Yeah.
game.
And
But it is technically like it's a glaive with a long handle or a small scythe.
Yeah.
It's not huge. It's
Yeah.
probably about like this long, like with
Let's do
this angled blade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's called Etheri Cargo. I don't know how to pronounce it, but
A theory.
Etheri?
Yeah, a theory.
Etheri
Cargo. That's just the elven name for it. Which I also here can show.
You could rename it the Blade of Fuck.
I think it's in this one.
Are we all good to go do the sewers?
Yeah. Yeah, we're good to go, dude. Duh.
So there's nothing. Yeah, you guys are good. Don't want to do anything.
I
get
have
any
all my spells
whatever?
back and shit.
Because it's a glaive or spear type weapon, does it have reach?
No,
No. So it's a.
that's the creature that came to you. One of those.
Oh, let me see.
Oh.
very nice.
The one that actually came to you kind of looked like this guy. The golden reaver.
I kind of figured that's what it is.
Yeah,
It's a
we're-
bulb.
Okay.
Now that Robert's in the bathroom, we're ready to go. Quick.
Okay,
hurry up.
so where would you guys like to go for the sewers? Do you want to go back near Candle Lane, or do you guys want to just find a sewer entry near you? You guys are.
Can I go up to Durnan and be like, is there any way we could get a map of the sewers?
So you guys are right about here. Oops. Right about here. Candle Lane that you guys were on
down in the
was
dockward.
down here. Yeah, in this general area. So it's quite a ways to go to that sewer entry. There's no map of the sewers or anything like that. No, there's nothing to.
What do you guys want to do? Should we go to the sewers near where we heard to go in the sewers, or should we go to the sewers?
What if there's a snake mark on the sewer? Like
snake mark? We're not looking for snake marks. We're looking for yellow marks.
What if there's a yellow mark on the sewer, like near a sewer?
We'd have to check all the sewers in the area.
Maybe.
Well, what if we walk towards Candle?
I mean, there's sewer entries everywhere. You can
Yeah,
easily find a sewer
But
entry.
as we're walking there, we look to see if there's any yellow marked sewers.
Okay.
Just because I think it would be best if we walked all the way down there.
I'm thinking walk down there and then
Because that's gonna
search
be
the area of the warehouse. Not like a very broad area because that'll take a really fucking long time. But like just like the immediate vicinity of the warehouse to see if there's any like distinctive marks.
Right. Who's leading to Candle Lane?
I know where it is, don't I?
I mean, we
Because
all
it
know
all
where it
knows.
is.
Oh, we all do?
Yeah.
Okay, well then.
I mean, I'll lead.
Okay. Roll survival to get you there. And then the rest of you guys, if you want to keep an eye out for any yellow marked, roll perception check.
Who the fuck is my survival? There it is.
A 4.
17.
18. Alright. You pretty well remember how to get to the Candle Lane and the alley off of Candle Lane that the abandoned warehouse was. You don't really notice any manholes at all, even. And you notice quite a few as you're walking along.
You're looking up at the roofs.
But none of them really have any markings on the outside, at least. I mean, there's some of them that do have markings, but nothing like, that would indicate, like, oh, this is like a rogue hideout or something like that.
Hey, yo, this has people.
Especially being, most of the manholes are kind of out in the open. There's very few that are like, hidden behind alleys and stuff like that. And if the ones you do, you'd have to kind of go out of your way to search for.
Yeah.
So just going along the main roads, there's nothing really that screams, that indicates a marking.
Hey, we should look at a back alley.
Can we suffer from lycanthropy in this?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who's down to become a were-rat, guys?
I just want to actually say, were-rats is a known dilemma within the city of Waterdeep.
I just keep the Dave turned into a were-rat.
Yeah.
That's what
He hasn't read it yet.
Spoiler alert.
So,
Damn.
Dude, I haven't even read the books you're fucking reading and you're spoiling them. And I already have one.
Yeah, but we're like 20
We're like
books
14,
into it.
15 books
I'm
in.
gonna remember.
Yeah?
Yeah.
$20 says you won't.
Okay.
So, you guys make your way. It takes you the better part of an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. About 2 hours to get while you're kind of searching and keeping an eye out. You make your way back to Candle Lane. It's kind of difficult to remember which alley exactly is the one that you need to go down. But it makes it much easier to remember when you notice it's been quarantined off. Because the guard, the city watch is still there and has closed things off. It looks like they're still investigating and doing their own kind of recon of the area. But there are other alleyways around if you guys want to search that area for a manhole.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Whoever's looking, investigation.
I do want to be on guard, making sure we're not going to get jumped.
No.
Okay.
21.
Well, it's also pretty early right now in the morning. So if you're on guard, keep an eye out, then you're not investigating.
14.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out then.
Okay. 14? 10.
21.
Okay, 21. I also want to say, anytime I give that kind of option, you can opt to not roll and give someone advantage if you're saying you're helping them check. So that's always an option there too. Well, no, you're keeping watch. So that's completely different. So 21. So you kind of you find an alleyway back behind the warehouse. And you do notice that there is a manhole that looks like it's actually a little bit off center.
Like it's been used?
Yeah.
Hey guys, there's an alleyway over here, and there's a manhole. We should go that way.
Okay,
Let's go, dude. Let's go, dude.
Alright.
Lead the way.
You're the one that sees it.
What? Yeah, but I'm not the leader.
I just go and I just lift up the manhole.
Roll strength check.
I like it. You're feeling the orc now.
14. Is it just plus my strength?
Yeah, just strength.
16.
16. All right, yeah. So I mean, it's a heavy, like solid steel manhole
But he's
cover,
a big beefy
and yeah, you
orc.
kind of like punch out your orc fangs a little bit, and are able to
My
lift
neck
this thing.
bulges.
Yeah, your neck
Was it really loud?
My boner bulges.
There's some noise. Yeah, yeah.
Some noise. Oh, shit.
Yeah. I mean, keep in mind it's like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning right now.
Yeah.
It's not
So
like a night where you gotta be
There's a bunch of
sneaking.
stuff going on.
yeah, there's
People
lots
are
of
out and
noise
about.
out on the
Their
main
carts
roads.
probably rolling down.
Just don't want to
the-
alert the guards. Yeah.
I mean, the guards might have heard it, but they've got better things to do than pay attention to.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, why the fuck are you going down the sewer?
to some orc taking a shit.
So it's open.
I
Jump
look
down.
down.
You guys
Go,
go down.
go,
Go down.
Okay,
go.
never mind. I guess we jump in.
All right. So you guys jump down, and
I make sure to replace the manhole.
Okay. Reynard jumps in as well. He's with you guys. A putrid stream flows along the sewer tunnel, which leads in 2 directions. In one direction, you see a tiny little symbol drawn on the wall in yellow chalk. It's about palm-sized circle with 10 equidistant spokes radiating out from it.
How dark is it?
Well, putting the cover on, it's fucking pitch black.
Okay,
Oh,
I just
God.
want to make
But
sure
I can
that-
see.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
It's like I have dark vision. You don't?
Yeah, I don't.
Neither does the human.
I just wanted to just wanted to see like.
I wish you guys weren't here so that I could just be here all by myself. This would be wonderful.
I mean, I was about to cast light, but if you're not finna, me and you, we can just kind of.
Yeah? Yeah. Because I mean, if I don't have to use my normal people vision, then I'm pretty good.
I mean, I have a torch.
Yeah, but that's gonna fuck me.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna,
well, you know what? Some of us need to see down here.
I'm
Just
gonna.
stand in front of him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so you don't
I'll
have to
just
look
be in the
at it.
back. So we can at
I'm
least see
gonna
where
cast
I'm stepping.
light on the tip of a crossbow bolt.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hold it up in front of me, like a
So
torch.
put it into the crossbow.
Well, I'm doing that so that if we see someone, I can just drop the bolt under the water.
Can we look at this symbol on the wall?
Okay, I hold I hold my light up to the wall, the symbol of the wall. Does it? What is it? What does the water do?
It looks
So,
exactly like I just explained it.
It's a yellow circle.
It's a palm-sized circle,
Yeah.
yellow circle, with 10
10
equidistant
yeah,
spokes.
okay.
Arcana
just-
check.
Is
I do not know.
is there a direction it seems to be like
No, it's a circle.
hinting in?
Well, it's
From
on
one-
one. Yeah, there's because right now you're standing on a bisection, so it's just going 2 ways.
Yeah.
So looking one way there is no mark. Looking the other way there is a mark.
We're
Let's go
gonna
that
go
way.
that way.
Yeah.
I'll lead with my bolt,
With your
like
bolt.
with my light bolt.
All right.
Stop burping, fucking bitch.
So you're leading.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a survival check.
No,
Am I attuned?
Yeah.
dude, you're so.
It's
Oh,
attuned to it.
I
yeah,
pull
a
out-
half hour. is all
I have
it
a
takes.
dagger ready.
Okay.
Just
22.
out and ready.
So you're kind of going through as you're walking at every intersection within the sewers. You do notice that there is a yellow marking on one of the walls, so it's actually quite easy to navigate your way through this.
What's?
What?
I'm just checking to see if your health was leveled up.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. I have
So-
twice the amount that I used to have.
After an hour of following the signs of the tunnels, you come to a 3-way intersection where there's a ladder that leads up to a stone shaft, and it's capped by a metal circular cover, so probably another manhole. One of the familiar chalk symbols is marked on a wall nearby, and then as you kind of turn and notice it, you notice that there's a small, spherical, grapefruit-sized creature with just this bulging, stumpy little eye, and bulging eye and stumpy little eye stalks, and it just turns and kind of.
I throw my dagger at it.
Everybody roll initiative.
Oh fuck.
11.
I threw my. Oh god damn it.
That's okay. It's not a beholder. It's like a mini beholder.
16.
I threw my dagger at it.
11.
17.
Oh, 13.
11.
Yeah, you can wait on that.
17.
Anybody get higher than 25? Or 20?
No.
I was like higher than 25. Fuck.
15 to 20?
16.
17.
10 to 15?
13.
11.
go ahead. You don't really have to drop your minis down right now. Essentially, the sewers are 5 foot wide sewers, meaning you are standing in a direct line. You are in front.
Yep.
And you are at a 3-way intersection. This is off to one of the sides of the 3-way intersection.
How wide is the river of shit?
It covers the bottom. There's no way to not be
in
stepping in putrid shit.
Oh.
Yeah, you
And
guys have
it's
been
literally
stepping in
5 foot wide?
Yeah, and it's literally 5 foot wide.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So the only way to move is to move through each other. You cannot stand in the same space. And you can go in either direction right now, so it might actually be good to... here, let me do
Fucking
this.
draw it, DM,
Wow.
bro. Fucking DM.
Bro.
Come on, bro.
Bro.
You do kind of have a little bit of space.
So it's like a circular.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's just we're open zip.
So go ahead and place your minis behind Sark in whatever order you guys were in.
You throw your dagger at it for your third.
I get a dagger to the back of the head.
Oh no! My bad!
So Nonomi, you're first. You see this thing kind of turn. Its 4 little stumpy eye stalks are all kind of swiveling around and just kind of...
So I can move through him?
Yeah, as long as they allow it, you can move through frenzies.
It's against my religion. No, you can move through me. Go ahead, man. Move through me.
It's half movement? What'd you say?
What?
There's no restrictions.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no restrictions right now. It's just nasty as fuck.
Okay. I am going to
5,
go
10,
to...
15, 20, 25?
That has to be within 30 feet.
Nope.
5,
Yeah.
10, 15. Thank you.
I get an opportunity of attack?
I cast False Life.
Okay.
Is that
Bonus,
where it makes
or-
their life false?
Bonus,
And they
yeah.
question all their
Well, I can...
decisions?
It's at will.
That doesn't mean it's a bonus.
Oh my god.
At will just means it's like a cantrip. It's probably an action.
Oh my god.
I'm actually pretty positive it is an
Oh, it's
action.
right here. Yeah, it's False Life. Action.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll do that. Never mind. I pull out this badass new thing that I've got, and I'm not quite sure how to swing it yet.
Yeah.
So
So, also, I didn't really give a good description of this too. As you spent your time with it in the morning, you notice that the handle, the metal work of this is some dark metal. It's got these wrappings around it, but the metal itself almost seems to like absorb light. It's so dark. And you've got these 2 long raven feathers that are hanging off the tail end of it. And then a large raven skull that is like placed on top of it.
Yeah.
You can see that there are like gems inset in the skull, but they seem like lightless as well. There's no color to them. They're like a grayish color. And yeah, there's just something weird about this weapon. It emanates just this darkness around it. Yeah.
after thinking about it, I change how I want to swing. I go for like a stab.
Okay.
I want to put the end of it into him, and then if I make the attack,
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna like pull out yet.
Okay.
I want to like leave it in for a second, see what happens. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 to hit.
Yeah.
Misses. So you go for a stab. This thing kind of just dodges around it. Like one of its eye stalks, like almost curls around the blade and then curls back as you go in for a stab.
And then
fucked
I
up
can't
snail.
remember. I'm having a hard time right now. I'm obviously using it with 2 hands because that's what I've been doing. So I'm not using the shield. But am I able to cast a spell still for the bonus? No.
If you use both hands,
use
your
both
both hands are full for that. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
End
of turn.
End of turn. Yeah. All right. So Evander, you're kind of you've got a little bit of light ahead of you. Sark's been using this arrow to kind of direct. You kind of just hear this snarling, and you saw Nonomi just kind of like jump around Sark and charge in towards something. You're not really sure exactly what it is though.
Okie dokie.
Sounds like we gonna go
Oh.
for a fucking party, bro.
Does the Hexblade's curse interact with the
Can
weapon?
I move through?
You can cast anything you need to do, and
Well, no, because remember the way I was describing it on the battle axe? The battle axe had runes and shit on
yeah.
it. Does this weapon, would that have any effect on it too, or is this weapon like just the way it is, like because of it being so special?
No, I mean you can cast your stuff onto whatever you need to do onto it. Yeah, it still absorbs whatever additions and things that you do.
So then when I pull it out, it features the runes that I usually have.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Can I move through you?
It's mostly aesthetic, but also kind of
Yeah.
makes sense to.
Yeah. And when I say this thing is dormant,
It just doesn't feel like its potential hasn't been fully realized.
yeah, it's not going to be something that you're just randomly like using in combat, like, oh, or I'm going to try and do this thing to do it. Like, so whatever you see on the card is all it really does right now. They're potentially, depending on how the game goes and the things that happen and the way you play with
My
this.
character still needs to figure that out for himself.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I moved up
Okay.
here to the cross section
Okay.
to see what
So yeah,
all
you
the
just
fuss is about.
you see this small spherical, eye. These 4 eye stalks kind of swirling. And right now, it's just kind of looking at Nonami.
Does
as
it
he's,
have
kinda,
one big eye?
It's got
in the
one
middle?
giant central eye, yeah, and then 4 eye stalks, 4 more eyes kind of swinging around.
I'm gonna try and throw a dart at his big eye.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Dude, fucking dirty.
Crit!
Nice, all
I can
right.
confirm.
So go ahead and for crits you can do either roll your damage twice or roll once and multiply it by 2, whichever you'd rather do.
So it is 1d4. I'm gonna roll it twice.
Okay.
4
Nice.
and 1
Nice.
plus 3.
So 5 and 8 total damage. All right, so yeah, you kind of take this dart, pull it out from your sheath, and just chuck it across this distance as Nonami is, going for the stab. It kind of turns to look just a little too late as this thing just kind of catches it and like right above that center eye,
people.
and just like
I
just
didn't hit him in
snarls
the eye,
at you.
crit.
You hit him in the eye?
You did hit him in the eye, yeah, just like the
Okay.
top corner.
Yeah.
So not pupil, but yeah, you got him in the eye, yeah. Anything?
Come on, man!
Anything else? That's your
That's
movement
it,
and
yeah.
action. Okay.
You've prevented him from blinking, which is
For the rest
terribly
of his life.
uncomfortable.
More
He's just like tearing.
Yeah.
Constant. It's just like a river coming
Oh,
out
sorry.
of his eye.
My character.
Yeah. How tall is your
I'm like,
character?
why do you want to know how tall I am?
He's an orc. He's pretty big.
He's
I
pretty
think
big.
I'm 6'5".
He's a big boy.
6'6".
Okay. I'm gonna come up behind you, and I'm gonna ask you to like,
Hi.
hey, can you lean over to your side real quick? Like I'm like over on your right side.
It doesn't work like that.
Really?
You have to move through me or hit me.
Alright, well, can I move through?
Hit
Can I
me,
just move
baby,
to
one more
this
time.
spot right there? In the circle? Yeah. I'm in the circle!
Yeah,
half-
but
it's a half
like
spot.
it's a half square space kind of thing. So like, yeah, you can get into it, but you're like tight in there. Yeah.
well, I just like point my finger and I'm just like, which one?
You're casting Witch Bolt. All right. That's a big spell. I'm just saying. Is it attack
wait,
roll?
never mind. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's too late. You
No,
can't
it's too
do it.
late, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
A beam of crackling blue energy lances out toward a creature within range, forming a sustained arc of lightning between you and the target.
Yes.
You Hawk showed me.
Yeah. So it's an attack roll, though, I believe. It's a
Yes.
spell attack roll. So
Yes.
go ahead and roll it.
So the way that spell works is that
16.
every turn you spend
Hits.
Alright.
an action or a bonus action. I can't remember.
Just spend your full action.
Spend your full action.
Continuing it.
Continuing to attack that way.
So you roll damage.
And on each of your turns for the duration, you can
Yes.
use your
Yes.
action to just deal
It
1d10.
essentially becomes your attack.
Yeah. This food.
Barb, did you get a haircut?
I did get a haircut.
I noticed it
Do I
looks
add
good
my
on you.
spell?
Thank you.
I don't add anything, huh? It's
No,
just
you just roll
1d12.
damage.
Damn, it's a 3. Yay.
I love your cat, by the way.
I love her too.
She's awesome. She's very tweaky. I
Yeah.
think that's
The damage is a 1d10, I believe. 1d12.
1d12, and I got a fucking 3.
She really
All right,
likes
so you
my
rolled
boots.
3 points of damage.
She really likes my boots. She was smelling his shoes, but she was like all up inside of my boots.
All right, so you kind of sneak into this like corner area. You kind of just like
basically.
She was doing that.
Just get
like,
your finger out
laying
just
next to
barely,
me.
and you guys see as this
She's
this
like,
sewerway lights up with energy, as kind of this crackling energy just connects with this creature and just lets off this burst of like force damage.
You can hear the air sizzle.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, and then this stream of energy is just still it gets smaller, but it still seems to be connected between Morthos, his like finger pointed outwards, and this creature. Roll a d20 for me.
Like a quick draw on your fingers, like.
18.
18. All right. This thing kind of like gives a shriek, and then yeah. Sark, your turn.
Kind of what I'm gonna do, right? Totally unprepared, and I don't know why.
Yeah. So right now, too, you guys like your companions are just cluttered in this tiny little hallway. Raynar will say, because I forgot to put him down. Would you go ahead and put him behind Sark? Because Raynar's in there as well.
I'm gonna cast.
We'll have Raynar just be in there.
Since we're in close quarters.
Yes. Make sure you mark off your level 1 spell slot.
I do. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
I don't want to see them either.
Dexterity saving throw. It has to be 12.
Damn it, Kyle.
Sorry, I was getting.
Yeah, that was also right in the middle of the camera too.
Sorry.
Quit vaping over there, man.
I know.
That's it.
Just doesn't do anything.
So what were you trying to do though?
I was just trying to shoot at the Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. Okay, so you put your hand out, and this burst of fire, like radiant fire, kind of bursts up. This thing's kind of twitching already from the witch bolt that's still connected, and it kind of just like barely dodges out of the way. This kind of pebble forms first and notices it and turns, and this just burst of energy.
I'm gonna run up and get up in its business.
Okay.
In it.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Does he get in the way?
Yeah,
of
just
the
kind of like
energy?
Do you just run into my witch bolt?
It's like crackled around and
Okay.
stuff like that. You've already technically made contact with it, which is what's cool about that. But you guys are in super close quarters, so it's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's super uncomfortable.
But I like get up in his
Swinging-
business because I have my shield up and I'm like. Bah!
Swinging anything is like dangerous business in this tiny clustered little area. Alrighty then.
Imagine us just having a battle like in this area.
So this thing looks fucked up. It's got a dagger sticking out of its eyeball. It's kind of like burnt and charred from your witch bolt. Just barely dodged the flame. It kind of like it snarls and it kind of like starts backing up down the direction this way. Where you guys see there's another symbol on the sewer wall, and as it backs up. All right. And two of its eye stalks kind of snap out, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I would also get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
I'll roll dex first.
No, go ahead and do your attack.
Okay. No, I'll roll dex. 9.
9.
Sorry, 10.
10 does not hit.
Yeah. Okay, enough for dex. Not that one. You go over there.
Save exact roll.
Nice, sick. And I need you to roll a strength saving throw.
So it was actually 9, not a 6. But so it's 10.
10.
So it is the same exact fucking roll.
Plus 2 is
you're
18.
showing me an
18.
Okay, I was saying-
18.
Oh, the 16. Okay, so 18.
Spencer. Plus 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
There's two different numbers. Yeah, I wasn't looking at the. Yeah.
The center number?
Yeah. I didn't know what you were doing. You were just like, look at this. Look at a dice.
look at my dice.
I got a lot of food in my mouth.
It's a D20.
All right. So, Sark, you take 7 points of cold damage as this just blue, like ice cold ray shoots out from one of its eye stalks.
I don't know, you just suck a dick.
Makes contact with you. You feel yourself get lifted up magically all of a sudden, and like almost thrown down a sewerway, but you reach out and grab onto the ladderway that's going up the sewers. You're able to hold yourself steady, and then kind of like after a second or two, you drop back down to the ground. So that was just, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yes,
so
you guys can
we move him
through.
right there. Thank you.
Oh shit.
And
5,
that's
10, 15,
yeah, that's
20,
it.
25, 30.
Raynar.
He broke the range.
Okay, so your witch bolt drops.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Raynar, he's going to he'll charge in. He'll notice that this whatever this abomination is getting away, and he'll kind of like look at you guys for like a confirmation. And then he charges down the hallway, and he's gonna go ahead and throw a dagger at this retreating thing. 15 plus 4 plus 6, nice. 21 hits and deals a total of
9.
Damn.
10.
7 points of piercing damage as a second dagger catches the like opposite corner of the eye that you have already hit. This thing's backing up. It kind of like drops to the ground in the pile of filth. You see as the eye stalks kind of like go crazy and like throw up,
splash poop everywhere.
Yeah, splash up poop everywhere. And this thing kind of like shrinks and like shrivels a little bit onto the ground. Still very much there, but gets a little smaller as this thing is dead on the ground now.
Well, I run down there and I pull my dart out.
Grab your dart.
I'm claustrophobic.
I also want to go check its body.
I also grab Rainier's
guts and innards.
It's Rainer, not Rainier,
Huh?
like the beast.
I mean,
Rainer.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like fishing around in there and don't find anything.
That's what she said.
Like guts and innards.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're looking for like items and stuff?
Yeah.
No, this is a floating eyeball.
Okay.
Well, we should keep going.
Yeah, let me pass Rainer because he's a VIP, so.
Did anything happen? Went to the
You missed.
war scythe staff weapon glaive thing that you gave me?
What about
No,
it?
you
Did
swung
anything
it
happen
once.
when it died?
No.
Didn't notice anything.
Shall we keep moving?
Yeah, let's go. I'll lead. Pull out my fucking my light arrow again.
Continue on the way?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. Go ahead and remove your miniatures. We'll take our first quick break right now.
Okay.
Just so we can set up for this. As you guys are
First
now
quack
walking
break.
down the
Crack
tunnel
break?
already.
Crack
Guys,
break.
we're gonna do crack.
Quack break. Alright, so yeah, you guys have been walking down this sewerway. It's just filthy, gross. You guys have been going for the better part of 2.5 hours now, just following these yellow signs. The main... Oh, let me get some music going here first.
How deep are our feet in the shit?
This frosting tastes weird.
It's gluten free.
Is it butter cake frosting?
No, the frosting isn't. Well, I mean,
tastes
frosting
like butter.
generally...
It does taste like butter, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's
Barbie!
usually gluten free. She's upstairs.
Oh. I don't know shit.
It's what is it?
So butter.
Well, yeah, it's a buttercream. That's definitely. I just forget what the flavor
Barbie's
is.
got this thing with buttery stuff and giving it to us.
So the main the main sewer tunnel expands into a circular hub with a pair of arrow slits notched into them, directly across from each other. 2 passages continue on to the north and south, and a stone door is set into the back wall with a stone ledge to the west. So that's as you guys come into this circular hub here. That black mark is one of the slits, and that black mark is one of the slits. You see that this ledge kind of raises up, and that there's a stone door set into that area.
So wait, you're telling us where the trap is?
No, he's just...
It's not... I mean, it's an obvious, like... You guys walk...
It's a thing. You would have been like, oh, that's that.
Yeah.
So, like, as he's walking up, he can see that there is a line cut in with light coming through of this circular hub. You haven't actually entered the circular hub or done anything yet. And this also... Now we're going to go into dungeon crawl kind of thing. To where, like, when you move or you're doing anything, we're not technically in combat or initiative, but I need you to move as if you were. So, you know, you can't just say, oh, I go here and here and here and here and here and that kind of thing. You know, there's going to be small little skirmishes, multiple of them most likely, and, you know, traps and different things, and yeah.
Alright, so what I want to do, right, since I'm up front, I'm gonna 5, 10, 15. I'm just gonna like take a really good look around.
Good.
Ooh. 13.
13?
I have a really bad perception.
Yeah, I mean, you know, dark. You can see that, you know, there's that ledge and a stone door. You can see that there's light, a little bit of light emanating from these two. You do notice a shadow or something pass by as the light darkens for a second, and then comes back.
Okay.
You still have a light, like arrow lit? Okay.
I'm gonna try and run across. So that'd be... I'm gonna try and like boom boom real fast.
Okay.
By the way,
as you dive across, you hear a little crossbow bolt fire. Goes into the water behind you, misses.
Alright.
I turn back and look at Rainer,
Uh-huh.
and I smile at him for a second. And after a few seconds, he realizes he's looking at himself.
You cast something?
Face mask and many faces.
Okay.
Yeah, I disguise myself to look like him.
Okay. So, I mean, yeah, you do have to go through the
I'm doing the thing, but
Yeah.
I'm like kind of, you know, being distracting about it, so that when he notices, it's like, oh shit, I'm looking at myself.
Like a pedophile in a van.
So you're trying to hide that you're casting it?
Yeah. Stealth roll?
Roll sleight of hand.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Oof.
Anytime you cast spells or do anything, you can't just say like, "Oh, I do it without being noticed,"
No,
because that's not how it
wasn't
works.
thinking about it like that. I forgot that there were components to it. I was just doing it.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, I'm not sneaky about it at
Yeah,
all.
so
I'm
that's
like,
it, so like you're super obviously like manipulating the weave to cast this spell.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
He looks a little confused, but kind of like.
You're like
Okay.
kicking one leg out, like, look at my foot, look at my foot.
It looks like yours!
Are you saying anything to your allies as you're doing this? Because technically you were the one in front, would have been the only one to notice this and notice
They would
the
have
shot.
seen me jump. See the arrow go boom boom boom.
I mean,
like, hey,
I
watch
was
out!
pay-
There's arrows.
I wasn't paying that much attention, but Do you think?
Yeah, so he was like casting and doing
I'm gonna
stuff.
say it. Hey, you guys should fucking. There's some arrows.
Is that how
I
you
look
say
at the
it?
hole.
No.
I look at the
Okay.
hole. How obvious is it a window or a? Actual...
I mean, it's an obviously like made slit. It's not like a natural parting of the stone or anything like that. Like it's been made. There is this.
Oh,
slit,
dude.
And there's one here.
There's,
Indiana
yeah,
Jones.
one on each side.
Indiana Jones.
Just going pretty much like opposite
Like-
each other.
Okay, I walk over there and I kind of like peek around. Not.
You remember?
I'm not gonna
in the
put
beginning
any of
when he, like,
myself visible
tells
to
the
the
dude to
hole.
stop, and then he puts
But
his
I'm
hands
just gonna
on
get
the
close
light,
to the
and
hole and be
then,
like,
all
"Hey,
the
we're not
traps
here to
go off.
fight. Just
Well, I already
like
crossed.
knock it the fuck
Yeah.
off."
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, the trap is set like Indiana Jones.
Or anything.
Maybe not, because
I saw shadows pass,
Oh.
so I'm pretty sure there's just people.
Yeah, that's why I just told them to knock it the fuck off.
Oh.
Because we're not here to fight.
I ran across. I didn't fight.
Okay.
You see me fight, bitch?
I tell them. I then say, "All right, I'm going to come out. I'm going to count to 3. You're not going to shoot me."
So I'm just curious though. While this guy's talking to the wall, are you guys just sitting and waiting for him?
I mean,
I'd
that'd
like
be
to
a pretty
move up.
interesting spectacle to watch.
I walk up to, like, the little crack in the wall.
Well, that's
I'm on the other side.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
He walks
I
up to
see,
the
I
other
see
crack
light
rock.
coming through. I just put my hand in front of it.
Okay. And you're just waiting then?
I move up.
Okay. But you're not. You're like, so you guys aren't going across. The
No, I'm
stars on
not
the other side.
crossing the path
Okay.
yet.
And what were you saying?
I'm gonna count to 3,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cross over, and you're not gonna shoot me, okay?
Okay. So as you say that, you hear a poof, and then you also hear a poof, as 2 crossbow bolts fire. The one that you're at shoots across at Morthos. The one Morthos that you're at shoots across at. So the one against Morthos misses.
Nice.
Rolled 1. The one against Nonami is a.
It's no name.
21.
Yeah, that hits.
You take 4 points of piercing damage as a crossbow bolt just tags you in the back of the shoulder. You instantly kind of hear a shuffle, both of you, and it's as another bolt gets loaded inside these crossbows.
Well, shit.
I launch Eldritch Blast at the one that shot me,
Okay, your Eldritch Blast just blows up on the wall.
and I keep doing that until the wall goes down.
Yeah?
Damn, dude.
All right,
gonna
you just
keep-
start shooting.
What?
So this starts rattling the sewers. It's
mean,
not really making that much progress.
I'm
This
gonna
isn't
check-
a thing that mines with. You know, you're breaking stone and like
You know,
rattling
right
this
there
a
for the
bunch, but it's not really.
Maybe
You're
it's
not
like
going
a
to break
stairs.
through.
More likely, you're gonna
Door.
You said
end
it was a
up
door.
Oh, okay.
causing a collapse.
I wanna
in the
check the
tunnel,
door.
and
You go
we're gonna
across?
die.
15 against your AC.
Yeah.
You take 4 points of piercing damage as you jump across the opposite side that Nonami is just blasting with his Eldritch Blast. You take this crossbow bolt to the shoulder, and yeah, you're just sitting there just.
If it's obviously not doing anything.
Well, how long do you do it for?
I'm gonna
Like,
laugh.
4 or
like
5
the
shots.
Big ass
Okay,
half
yeah,
orc.
you
It's
do
the
4 or
only
5
one that
shots.
doesn't get
I mean,
hit.
it's imprinted it a little bit and kind of like I said, broken
Not what
some
I'm
stone
looking
away.
for.
Yeah, but you can like it's probably more than 3 foot thick of solid stone.
My next step is to pull the shield out, hold it in front of me facing the opposite direction, take the spear, flip it around so that it's pointing this way, and as I pass over the hole, I stab through the hole while facing the
It's
opposite
too
direction.
thick for you to go through.
I'm not trying to. I'm going like this. I'm facing this direction, moving like that.
Yeah.
Defending from this direction, stabbing into that hole.
And your weapon is too thick to go into that hole.
It is?
It is only big enough for a tiny little bolt to fly through.
Dude, you're too thick, bro.
Too thick.
22 against your AC.
I get hit in the back.
4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
You guys should hurry up and cross.
But you do cross. Raynar just like charges across.
I can help you if you get hit.
He let's see, 16.
I'm taking 8 points.
Does not hit actually.
Because Raynor's
so
a badass
he
walker.
bounces
He
it
got
off.
across still.
Raynar makes his way. Would someone go ahead and move Raynar to that area for me?
I'm gonna do a tuck and roll.
Or you can roll one more. Yeah.
Alright, hold on. I tried to stab that hole, so did the arrow go through the hole and hit me anyway?
No. Yeah, the arrow went through. Yeah, the arrow went through. You tried, and like maybe a bit of your blade, but this thing, it's like it's a large slit.
Oh, okay.
It's not just like a tiny little hole. It's just this like slit in the wall.
This is like
I
the
hate this
fucking.
thing.
This is like the fucking bird people.
So you were tucking and rolling.
Yeah, do like a tuck and roll, like
Okay.
jump, tuck and roll.
You just could not.
You hear
understand that
as
they
two
weren't
bullets
talking,
kind
they
of
were
get
just
shot
mimicking
towards
the
you.
Kenku.
One
Kenku.
is a
Someone's explained to me.
8 against your AC. The other is
No,
a
like
15
this.
against your AC.
15 matches.
15 matches, so it hits. Deals a total of 5 points of piercing damage to you.
Oh, dude, you good, dude?
Kinda.
Sick,
I now
dude.
cast False Life because I should have done that earlier.
Oh my god, this
Use
ward.
thaumaturgy on the door. If it's not locked, it
I-
swings open.
I was trying to check it out, but I was waiting for them to get done.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Say something.
I did!
I didn't hear
They
you.
were doing stuff. I was waiting patiently.
Okay.
I'm down 8 HP, but technically I'm at full because I have 8 temporary.
Okay.
Yeah, you use thaumaturgy, and the door, like, very slowly, because it's this heavy stone door, but kind of
Okay.
creaks open a little bit.
I blasted the door.
Okay.
I see it. Oh shit.
No, wait.
dude.
Does he want that exposed too?
Anytime there's the black Sharpie, put them together, you can pull it off.
Alright, dude. So what I'm gonna do, dude?
Okay, everybody roll initiative. Fucked!
Fuck. Fuck. Atari. Is that a 2?
No, I got 9.
Just the
15 to 20?
2.
Oh.
Oh, 16.
10 to 15? 5 to 10?
9!
5.
3.
Sorry, I just see the thing on the computer.
Yeah.
Knock it off, dude.
It's so distracting.
Yeah, you should not try and purposely redline it. That's definitely a bad
It's
thing to do.
Oh, almost. I did it the first time.
As I said, it's not something that you should try
He
to
keeps
do.
redlining it when he laughs, though.
I have to watch how I laugh. It's just me talking. I have something else to redline.
Alright.
This kind of mic is used for ASMR, okay? Talk softly and fucking whisper in bitches' ears.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You turn the corner as the door bursts open. You turn the corner facing a hallway, see that there's another arrow slit in the wall as another shot comes shooting
Suck
through.
a dick, bitch!
Is a 21 against your AC.
Oh, gee, I wonder if that hits.
Rolls a 5 points of piercing damage.
You've been pierced.
Is that what happens when someone throws a pear at you? You've been pierced.
Yeah, you've been pierced.
Just got
Monthos,
pierced.
Your turn.
I'm going to go
It also happens when a
5,
lady hits you with a
and then
purse.
like as soon as I see like the edge, I'm gonna like peek around. And do I see like the shot go off at him because he's right in front of me?
I mean, it's already hit him.
It's
Yeah.
already, so I see it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna peek around the corner and then like see the hole, and then can I just create? I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to create like a thunderous sound like on the other side of the hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just.
Yeah, it just like shakes the room, and then
Sorry, you go ahead.
and then I'm gonna book it over here to the other
Have
door.
you not passed this
Thaumaturgy,
Oh, I
like
did.
the door to
I was
open
like, you
again.
I can't do it twice.
Oh, you can't?
No, it's an action, is it not?
Oh yeah, sorry. No, you're right. You're right. Well then I'm just gonna like huddle up against the door.
Definitely. So yeah, you use your thaumaturgy as a distraction,
Yeah.
hoping it kind of keeps him off guard as you just rush through. You see Sark kind of like holding his side, and you just kind of get yourself up close against the stone wall door as you make your way down this hallway. Sark, it is now your turn.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I gotta be ready.
What I'm gonna do is... Can I see Walker through the doorway?
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Walker, because he has the itty-bittiest health.
Is that not a touch?
No, it's a range, 60-foot range.
Nice.
And that's one of my first levels.
I do not think he has the itty-bittiest health anymore.
Yeah,
I do.
I have 18.
I have 16.
But you cast it on him.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna try and cast Sacred Flame through the slit.
Your Shield of Faith is a bonus?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Sacred Flame...
This is one action.
So you go to cast it. Go ahead and roll.
It's a dex save.
Oh, it's a dex save?
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be 12.
You're not sure. It goes off, but you didn't get it. Yeah, just because you don't actually have the exact distance of where they are.
Yeah.
So just roll for it. I know it's a dex save. We'll just roll for it. See if you can. To see if you can place it correctly.
Ooh. What am I rolling?
Like your spell attack bonus.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Okay, so yeah, we'll say that you're from the light. You kind of guess what your distance might be. What's your save?
12.
Have him roll with advantage, just because
it's a long shot.
Yeah, he does pass. So, did they take half or no?
They
just
don't
dodge.
take it.
Okay, so yeah, you do see a successful.
That's the thing about attack cantrips.
Yeah, you do see a successful burst go off on the opposite side of this arrow slit. But you're not able to confirm whether or not that they get hit.
I don't hear screams in agony, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna run up. I'm gonna try and break through the fucking door.
Okay, go ahead and roll a strength check.
The door that
I just like am
you're
up
up
against
against.
the door, and all of a sudden I just see him come out of the way, and I'm just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
20.
20? Alright, yeah, so you're up against the wall, kind of avoiding this arrow slit. You hear Sark kind of give his half-orc growl as this burst goes off on the opposite side, and he turns the corner, and in just a second you kind of go against the opposite side as he lowers his shoulder and just bursts through the door.
20. And I'm just gonna hang out there and check both ways.
Yep. No to me.
I hear the noises of things being smashed and orcs grunting and go, hi! I forgot we had an orc on the team. 5, 10, 15, 20,
You get shot in the dick.
25, 30,
That kind of sucks.
You get shot in the dick.
35, 40,
You can't be in the same spice.
45.
Oh, you're using full round.
Yeah.
So you just book it.
Just have some patience. Just see it
No, I don't
play
have any
out.
fucking patience about you.
Well, you know what?
Wah,
Change your religion.
wah.
Pew pew.
He's going to turn the corner and take a shot at Sark. Rolling hot.
Tell him suck a dick.
22
He's
against your
rolling
AC.
hot.
Hit.
And 5 points of piercing damage. Another arrow, or crossbow bolt. Sorry. And that was
The shield. What does it give me?
It.
I would argue that Sacred Flame wouldn't work in this condition if
surrounds a creature of choice with
if you can't see the person.
You get a +2.
That's
bonus
why I
to
was
AC.
having him roll to even see if he got it, and then I gave the guy advantage. Yeah, I was stretching it, but yeah, technically no, you wouldn't get any. Yeah,
Because I've been wondering, like,
if you
it's
can't
an
see
attack cantrip and you don't roll to hit, like that's that I.
Look
I
up
have-
Sacred Flame.
I did. That's why I was. Well, that's why I'm talking.
It's
about
fucking
it
weird,
all.
right?
It's weird.
No, it's a great spell.
Yeah, it's cool.
I know it's cool for like open, but like if
It's just,
if,
huh,
if
it
it
hits.
fails, it just fails.
That's a lot of cantrip damage. That's
Yeah.
all cantrip damage, pretty
Yeah.
much.
But like
attack
attack
and
blast is like I roll to
warlocks
attack.
are different.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that's also there's also like the ice one,
Ray of Frost.
the Ray of Frost. There's
See,
the
I'm
acid
a
dart. There's a
Cleric.
lot of different
Fireball.
ones.
Or,
Yeah,
Firebolt.
Cleric.
Bolt.
yeah, firebolt. Yeah, so there's a
You
lot of
have a
different
nice
cantrip damages.
But most
name
of
is
them have a
Clarice.
roll to attack.
I got
Yeah,
him.
or
Now.
save.
Whose turn is it?
It is it is Evander's turn.
Well, I think I am going to try and run through this and hopefully not get shot.
My name is Clarice.
So I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
30 is like in the doorway.
Yeah, 35, 40, 45.
Okay.
I got everybody's going into like this square room.
As you guys are turning into this room, you guys just see that it's just this messy room. It's just littered with like rusty weapons, threadbare clothing.
So yeah, pretty much poop.
Yeah, just a bunch of random stuff.
Just a bunch
on the
of
ground.
dookie items, dude.
Raynar is going to charge as well. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. He's got... he's going to charge just all the way up to that.
Is Raynar really going to be more of a badass than you guys?
But he's not able to attack because he's got to use his full
I would've.
movement.
Spicy!
This
you're the
goblin,
tank, so we'll let
he's
you
kind of
stay
gonna give out this like shriek as he's getting charged. 5, 10, 15, 20. He's gonna try and move back. Yep. Raynar is gonna get a swing.
By the way,
No.
I now can cast Spare the Dying.
Oh, dude, sick, dude. Spend time, homies. Soda.
Swing. So he does. You guys notice that in comparison, the night before Raynar had gone and he had a long sword. He had retrieved a long sword. Today, you guys notice that he's wielding a different weapon. He has a rapier, actually. Instead of a
Oh,
long
dude,
sword.
sick raper gang, dude.
So he swings for a 22 to hit on the goblin
Sick.
and hits.
You're a fucking boss.
And is going to deal for 8 points of damage. He just like comes through and just pierces this goblin's heart. It kind of,
Is it like in Gorn when you stab someone in the heart, you pull out their heart with the blade?
no, not at all. So that guy drops to the ground dead, and that was his turn. Morthos, it's your turn.
I'm going to walk up to the edge, like right here, and then I'm just gonna like peek my head around, or like turn around like this, and then just do a ray of frost at this one, and it's got a 60.
I just want to say, like doing that kind of stuff, that's pretty metagaming because you actually have no idea where those goblins are right now.
I mean,
So if you want to come around the corner to cast your spell off and then move back afterwards, I get that.
I thought I saw an arrow shot at Stark, so
when you were here,
I thought another one shot at him right there too.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. All right.
I'm just saying.
No, that's perfectly fine. So I just come around the corner and then just blast him with a ray of frost.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 18.
Hits.
It's going to hit him for 5 damage, and his speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Nice. Roll d20 for me.
Roll a dead
9.
So you come around the corner. You see these two goblins like fleeing. One of them, as he's like turning away from Raynar, just gets pierced through the heart, drops to the ground. You see the other one taking these stairs up, actually, and as he's going up, you release a ray of frost, kind of catching this guy. Kind of slows down a little bit, but still moving.
Okay.
You still have movement, so if you want to move back now...
Yeah, I'm actually...
Go into that little alcove.
I'm just going to go back behind the wall.
Okay.
Like, with my back to it. And then I'm also going to use a bonus action to spend 2 sorcery points to retrieve a first level slot.
Okay, definitely. So that's all your sorcery points, and you get your first level spell back. And then, Sark, it is your turn.
Oh, that was fast. 5, 10, 15, 20... So I'm just gonna fucking bull rush this motherfucker.
Okay.
All the way up those stairs.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And actually, I guess it'd just be at the 20. In the fucking square right in front of him.
Yep.
And I am gonna fucking whack the fuck out of his dome with my mace.
Go for it.
Die.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1d6 plus 2. 7.
So as this goblin, he's like running up the stairs, you start charging. You see this ray, this cold ray, connect with this goblin as he's like slowing down trying to turn this corner. Gives you just enough time to run up to him.
I just want to fucking just like hit his head like a baseball bat.
Yeah, you come in sideways, just connect with this guy's head, and it's actually quite comical because as he's like slowed down and is moving, you come up to him, and suddenly he returns to full speed as your mace connects with his face, and he just goes into the side of the wall, and is just
sick,
just dead on the ground as well.
Let's go, teamwork.
So those two guys are now.
Are we still in initiative?
Technically, you guys will never leave initiative. I'll have you re-roll when certain things happen,
Okay.
but like I said, we're not really ever.
But like, can I
leaving.
cast a spell?
Yeah.
Okay. What's you guys haven't taken shit for health?
Except for me.
I took 4, but like I'm at 12, so.
Yeah, I'm at like.
So we can move or.
I'm at 3. So
Like I said, we're still technically in an. It's a dungeon crawl. You can't
Okay.
just go. I go here and I do this and I do that. Like if you want to move or do something, you can do it, but it's one person at a time.
I'm just gonna revel in the bloody gore that is my most recent kill, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
And that is a 1d8 plus 2.
You have 3 first
Three
levels.
first levels. And that's my
Going
second one.
to investigate the junk in the room.
Okay.
18.
Plus 2.
The junk in that room is utter useless junk. Rusty weapons, tattered pieces of armor and clothing. It screams goblin. You know, anything that a goblin wields is shit. So, yeah, nothing really of use. And not even that you could really sell for scrap.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk up the stairs until I reach this corner, and I'm gonna peek around and perception down the hallway.
You see a dark hallway.
Sick.
Hey guys, are we even in the right place?
Raynar kind of catches up with you guys as well. Well, we were following those signs, were we not?
I mean, I just saw an alcove, and I was like, "Hey, man, I shouldn't talk like that." I mean, I just.
When was the last time we saw a...
Thaumaturgy down the hallway? Like, create a flicker, like...
What are these
You
creatures?
cause flames to flicker, brighten,
There's no
dim, or
flames.
change color for a minute.
There's no flames.
Yeah, I have a light.
Oh, yeah, it has to be flames, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck. What were those creatures?
Goblins.
Yeah, when was the
I
last...
mean, are you really upset about killing some goblins, bro?
Not upset about killing goblins.
I weren't gonna talk like that.
I know. Fucking goddamn it.
Just-
It says I can instantly snuff out a candle.
I'm
you
not sure
Like,
whether we're in the
there's no
right
candles.
area.
But when was the
Okay.
last time we saw
Just
it?
like if a candle is lit, you can make it just go out.
Here, I think. Where we saw a symbol going this way, right?
So you had seen a symbol, last time you had seen a symbol that I had spoken about it was when you had fighting that eyeball creature.
Oh, that was going that way.
That was coming this way.
Yeah.
You guys did possibly see a symbol. I don't know, you guys moved really fast through that alcove and area.
Yeah.
You guys didn't really look out for one. You want to go back and look for one? You can move your characters back and go look for one.
I'm gonna continue on. I'm gonna continue on and see what's good. So you can move me 5, 10, 15, 25, 30.
Rainer, do the people... You know the people we're looking for at all?
We were looking for the Xanathar Guild, were we not?
Do they work with
Yes.
goblins? Do they have any relationship with
Sort of
goblins?
scum. Yes, I could easily see them being part of the Xanathar Guild.
I'm gonna perception check.
I would not put it past them to work with goblins. They are a lowly creature that they can use as fodder.
This makes sense. We're probably in the right place then.
I'm gonna perception check.
You start walking down the hallway. Okay, yeah, you're kind of like looking around, kind
I
of
just
discerning what you
start
want to
following
do.
him.
Yeah, you start walking down. You do see that there is a stone door.
Right in front.
Right there?
Slowly
I like breaking doors.
That's fine. I just like...
I like breaking them.
I like...
Can we let me break them?
I like...
I really like breaking them.
I like...
I could break you.
I could destroy you.
I
go ahead and remove that page.
Just this one.
Yep. Unless there's a black
Right.
Sharpie strip. Yeah.
Gosh. Fucking... I was about to say something really racist.
Wouldn't put it past me.
Oh no. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50,
55.
So it's a 30-foot movement technically.
I'm
'Cause you're not-
sprinting.
You just book it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
I don't want to spend that many turns getting over here.
Okay, so you just turn and run away from the group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally.
Yeah.
Just turn and run.
Yeah.
Okay. What's down this hallway? Can I?
Metagaming is fuck.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
How's that metagaming?
You had no idea that was there. You just turn off and ran towards it.
I can see anything in this place.
You can't. It's a tiny little slit in this dark ass sewer, right? I know you can see in the dark, but everything's black and white. You can't see things clear as day. So you had no idea that slit was there. That is not something that you will notice until standing right in front of you now that you're seeing it.
If that is the case,
you can't see down it.
If I can't see it, then I don't know it's there. So I'm gonna stay where I was and try going that way instead. Except I'm still gonna sprint because I'm not spending 2 turns.
Where were you?
I was here, so 60 up
10,
that way.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
By the way, I have the
60,
light. I just realized. You're blind as fuck right now.
Oh, should I just ran away from you?
Yeah, he just left it with no light.
You should definitely follow him.
Hey guys.
You guys. Yeah, you should definitely.
Wait, what's Raynor doing too?
Raynor's walking with you guys.
You go in full sprint?
Yeah.
Because Raynor,
so I should be.
No, you can't see in the dark.
Probably
He
end up
walks.
one
He
behind
doesn't
you.
sprint.
50, 55, 60. You're one in front.
I'm in this room and I'm.
Raynar moves 30 feet.
Okay. You already moved over there.
Yeah.
So that's
then
everybody,
5,
and now you
10,
guys
I'm
are
perception checking.
20, 25, 30. I walk into the room.
20. I'd go to 20 for my perception in the room.
It looks like they're bed.
You guys walk into the room and you see a bunch of tattered straw stuffed mattresses. Nothing really of value. No one apparently there. You do happen to hear some sounds of activity coming from a door on the opposite side.
You click your thaumaturgy?
You all right? So you just
I start
blast
fucking
open.
looking.
I need
5,
everyone to roll initiative before you
What
move.
the hell?
I hate your fucking thaumaturgy bullshit!
Wait, you can open doors with thaumaturgy?
Yeah, if they're unlocked, you can open doors.
I was like, how did you get knocked so soon?
4.
Knock as if it's locked.
Yeah, I was like, how did you get knocked
Let me break
so
down
soon?
doors, bitch. Please.
20 or 15 to 20.
You're slowing our progress.
No, I'm not.
Yes, because now I can't move.
10 to 15.
11.
10.
5 to 10. Get
3.
3.
both of you guys roll off.
I feel like this is Assassin's Creed music. Like fight music.
9.
1.
Sick, dude.
That dice is broken. Go away. Have more to deal
No,
with.
dude, you just rolled out your ones. Now fucking why?
Oh, we'll see, dude.
What'd you roll?
Okay.
Oh, so you did get a crit?
I got 17.
Yeah, see, now it's fucked. Now you're fucked. Now you didn't believe in it?
No,
Now it's
dude,
like,
no,
oh,
I'm not
dude,
believing it, dude.
this-
See,
yeah,
watch
no,
this,
okay,
dude.
man.
Look at that.
Fuck you.
See a 10, dude. You know, you're just gonna keep going.
Where did
Alright,
you
that's 6.
figure out the Elven?
I got
rolling
19,
all the
dude.
good
You're
ones
rolling out all your high rolls now,
No,
bro.
dude, see, I got the
Elven?
7.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't.
And then I got
How did you figure out the Elven?
I just went online and went through a couple different D&D searches.
Okay, so it is D&D, like official D&D, like Elven?
It's Elven. I don't know if
What's
it's
Elven?
official D&D Elven. Yeah, it's Elven. It could very well be Lord of the Rings Elven too. So
It's made me want to, because I'm seeing this and I like the way that sounds, a Fury Karko. It's weird, it's cool.
Yeah.
So now I kind of want to like design the runes that are actually on the weapon from the
What it'd
Hexblade
look
thing.
like,
And
yeah.
have it actually say something.
yeah, oh that'd be dope. Yeah, I could give you some runes as far as lore and like canon stuff too, what things might look like. You can go ahead and remove that other. Yeah.
Move it. Move it.
Move
it.
a remove.
Which mine was done first? Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang, bada, bang, 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 bang. That looks like... It looks like a whoopee cushion, or like a really old...
Do me a favor and place
So,
2 of those guys.
I got in a Tesla
like,
the other day,
right there and there. Thank you.
and on the screen, you could set it up that you could make a certain seat in the car fart? So you can program it to like have one of the back seats fart at a certain time or something.
That's crazy.
In a Tesla.
In a Tesla.
Why?
Because Elon Musk is a child.
I love
Yes.
Elon.
Yes, he is. So yeah, you guys hear some commotion on the opposite side. The door bursts open, and you kind of hear words of, "That's not gonna." What the fuck? And they kind of all of a sudden there's some shuffling and stuff. And Reynard's actually first. So he's going to go just 35, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's just going to go 30. And he's going to kind of stand prepared. He's not really sure what to do. And then... let's see. This guy is going to come around the corner right here. You guys see this dwarven-looking shadow kind of appear. There is some light in this other room. A small, stout figure comes around. As he comes around the corner, you notice this dark gray skin, though. He's got a bright white beard.
Durgar.
You just recognize it as a Durgar. And he comes around with, it looks like he's got a javelin or something in his hand. He's like, "What the fuck?" And he just chucks it. Doesn't even ask any questions and just throws straight at. He's gonna go at Morthos. He's gonna be the first one that he sees.
I'll probably die.
And is going to do a 14 against your AC.
Yep.
All right. Is going to.
Your AC is fucking teeny.
Yeah.
He's gonna hit you for 8 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, I'm bloody as yeah.
Bloody ass.
8.
8 points of piercing damage.
You know, the next time.
And then he's going to step back. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to go back, and you're going to hear him, "We got some intruders in here!" And another voice kind of like, you're not sure exactly what he says, but you hear another voice reply to him. So that was that
Bippity
guy. The second enemy.
You're unconscious?
No.
Are you at 0 health?
I have 4.
The second enemy, he's going to move back to this. Actually, he's going to move back to right here. That guy, yeah, thank you. And he does something. You guys don't know though, because you can't see him.
He suck dick
So
for money.
No to me. Your turn.
Okay.
No name.
How does he?
So I'm going to move to the square directly ahead of the bed in front of the door. No. Yes. Thank you. That's 30. Do I see the Durgar?
Yes.
Does the Durgar see me?
Yes.
I drop my Rainer form.
Okay.
In order to show him what I am.
Okay.
And I smile as I throw an Eldritch Blast at his face.
He snarls at you as your visage drops. Go for it.
3.
Can you fuck me sideways, please?
I will, actually, gladly.
So that'd be 9.
Misses. Movement bonus. Anything else?
I take my battle axe from behind on my belt and I huck it at him.
Roll an attack roll with disadvantage.
Hey! Between an 8 and a 20, 8 plus what?
Your proficiency and your strength.
Come on, man.
Well, I'm gonna use Cha instead. So plus 5. So 8 plus 5 is what? 13.
Misses. Just clatters to the ground in front of him. A not so terrible throw for a weapon that is not normally a thrown weapon, but yeah, just not. You're not used to it. Not enough to get it the distance.
Yeah.
To
You have been,
dick.
I just look like I'm
You
like
have
ready
been
to kill
open,
this motherfucker.
You have been
and
fuck sandwich.
He just kind of like smirks at you, looks at the battle axe on the ground, reaches back and grabs this heavy-looking pick.
Clumsy dark elf.
And then Evander, it is your turn.
I guess I should catch up. It seems like you guys are having a lot of fun without
Yeah,
me.
you start hearing this battle. You can see a faint glow kind of coming from around the corner.
This is from fucking Spyro.
This is
No,
30.
it's Overwatch.
Is it
wanna go
Overwatch? It
here?
sounds
Yeah,
like
it's
it's
Overwatch.
from fucking Spyro.
Yeah.
McGree's place. Matthew Merchant.
let's move 10 more feet up. Yeah, right there. And I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay.
Because I had to use a full action.
Definitely. Sark, your turn.
Do you have any healing potions?
Yeah, I have one.
Okay. I'm not gonna heal anybody just yet. Then, what's your health at?
Technically full.
What's your health at?
Missing
13 of 18.
Okay.
If you ever want to do an AoE thing, put me in it. But otherwise, I'm okay.
No, I was just seeing if I needed to use my action to heal, but I don't. So I'm gonna fucking. 5, 10, 15, 20. Fucking orc run up to this motherfucker and just swing at this short little piece of shit with my fucking mace.
All right.
Fuck.
You go hit him.
All right, you swing high. He kind of drops down low, maybe even thrusts his pickup to kind of parry off your attack, and then just kind of smirks at you. But does kind of you see him look past and look back at the drow further down the hallway.
So, just one question with the flurry of blows. Is it I get one attack and then I can use the flurry of blows afterwards?
Yep.
So
you have your normal attack.
Attacks?
Yeah, you have your normal attack action, which is just a normal attack. And when you get higher levels, that normal attack action will even become 2 attacks. And then you can spend a key point to use flurry of blows, which means on your bonus you do 2
attacks.
Yeah.
Unarmed.
So if you use it right now, you get an attack, and then 2 more attacks, and you get a total of 3 attacks.
Okay.
I didn't use my whole movement, so I might just like fucking 25.
He's gonna swing on you with an attack or turn.
Attack.
That's okay.
Misses. Rolls a 2.
Just so.
Yeah.
I'm not taking up that space.
Yes. Thrust your shield out and drop it. So that is your turn. Morthos, your turn.
Bonus action to drink potion.
Okay.
So I'm going to get 4 plus 2 health back. That'll be 6, so I'm at 10.
Okay.
Put this motherfucker away, and I took it back in. That's why I fucking rolled a 3.
I'm going to go 5, 10, 20. That's probably a bad idea. No, anyway.
If you're going for line of sight, I will say that you'd be able to see him standing behind as well. You could like stand on the bed and like still get line of sight if you didn't want to go. Yeah.
And still attack.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I'm just gonna hurl a chromatic orb at him.
Okay.
And
Isn't that like a super badass thing?
It can be a super badass thing.
You hurl a 4-inch diameter spear of energy at a creature that you see within range. You choose acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder for the type of orb you create, and then you make a ranged spell attack against the target. If the target's hit, the creature takes 3d8 damage of the type you choose. I'm going to choose acid damage.
Okay.
Nice choice. Melt this motherfucker.
It's going to be a 19, so that would actually be 25.
Hits.
And then that's 3d8. Get out of here. Get out of here. He's going to take 5, 8, 14 points of acid damage.
All right. This green orb, you kind of pool your arcane energy together and thrust out. I believe this spell, as components, you're holding like a large diamond or something. Is one of the
A diamond worth like 50 gold or something.
Yeah, so you're holding that and you kind of thrust it out as this green orb spins out from it. Go ahead and roll an additional d20 for me.
Please roll 1. Please roll 1. Please roll a 1! Damn, 18.
And it seems to hit this Durgar pretty hard. He kind of like steps back a little bit. You see that the orb kind of like burns through some of his armor. His leather armor is kind of melting away.
It's like Pokemon, where like they just say the name of the switch is like Durgar.
Yes, exactly. And then that is your turn.
Yes.
Okay. So it's gonna go back up to the top. Raynar is going to 5, 10, 20. So he's gonna charge up, and he's going to attack the Durgar. He's going to swing. I think Raynar gets additional. Let's see. Yeah, he gets a multi-attack. Oh shit! All right. So as Raynor charges up, he sees that there's a heavier enemy coming. He's got his rapier in one hand. You guys see him pull a small dagger out of his second hand and starts dual wielding. So his first swing with the rapier misses with a 9 against the AC. A swing with the dagger also misses, just barely rolled off a 20, and a 1 on the last. So 3 swings.
Oh god!
He just whiffs, missing the Duragar with each and every one. Let's see. He can't really move through. That was 20. He's gonna move. He's gonna take a step back though, just because he doesn't want to block the area as well.
Through.
The Duragar is gonna swing on him. Does not hit. Let's say plus. Yeah, does not hit with his pick. And then it is going to go to his turn. So he's going to take a step back.
Where's mine?
Actually, one more. He's gonna move back there. Yeah. He does that. This guy's gonna do that. No to me. Your turn.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
Was that like the 5th one? You trying to get a heart attack?
No, this is still the 4th one.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't drink it. I put it in the fridge. It was coffee. I feel like this one got hit a few times.
Okay. I say, excuse me, Raynor, and I push past him.
Yeah, he lets you through.
And 5, 10.
Pardon me, excuse me.
You hear 2 crossbow bolts shoot off. One is a
Oh god.
21 against your AC.
Hits.
The other is a 15 against your AC.
Does not.
I like how he still asks us if it's over 20, like
I'm not really asking when I say, I'm just telling you the number. Deals 6 points of piercing damage to you.
Okay, let's see, so...
like, bitch, you know.
Okay, still in my temporary.
Okay.
At this point, after I've taken the crossbow bolt to
Yeah.
the shield, I throw the shield away.
Okay.
2-hand the spear, grab it like this and get into a stance and just charge, and I'm gonna try to put my shoulder into him and shove the spear through him
Who are
up
you going
against the
for?
wall. This guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to pin him up into the wall.
Okay.
Damn. You want a better dice?
Doesn't dropping your shield lower your AC?
Yeah, so he
I took the hit, dropped the shield.
Yeah.
Two-handed the weapon for more damage. That's a 17.
Hits.
Okay. So,
Dude, if you kill him, you're gonna do exactly what you said.
I know, I'm so excited.
Dude, are you gonna
that's a
zap the
D12.
fuck out of this dick fuck?
I need a D10. I didn't.
No.
I didn't take a 10.
Don't say it's a 10, I think, not a 12.
I'm not in front of him.
This-
I'm
No, I
behind
mean like you're
That's 12,
physically in front of
Yeah,
me.
that's
So
what I'm saying.
it's-
I need it.
What do you need?
10.
No, here,
Thank you.
roll one of my fancy dice.
Okay.
A D10?
Yeah.
Give
me a green or a see-through one.
Here you go.
There you go. Okay, there you go. Alright.
Fancy!
6, 7, 8, 9.
9 points damage?
9 points damage.
Drops this fool. Do the acid. through at him.
Yeah, so you come in, you give a hearty blow, it kind of stabs him in the lower gut, kind of coughs up some blood, but he's a heavy, hardy little guy, so you're not able to lift him up or anything.
Okay. So if we're both up against the wall and I've got the spear in his belly, basically, I'm gonna kind of snarl at him and then put my hand in his face and Eldritch Blast.
Okay, you have disadvantage with it.
That's fine. Fuck.
Ooh,
Surprised you
God.
haven't
Does an
talking
11 hit?
in rhymes.
No.
Even
You don't
though
say-
we're up against the wall?
Yes, you still have disadvantage. It's a ranged attack.
It was 11 both.
Yeah. So unfortunately, he's snarling and he's looking at you. You go to put your hand up and just as you get it up, because if you sit up there, he just barely times it, blast, sediment from the rock kind of blasts out, covers both your guys' faces.
Since I have movement, can I just pull the spear out?
Yeah, you're in no way, unless you go for a grapple or that kind of thing, it's all flavored text.
Yeah.
You don't really
Then
have
I'm
him
not-
grappled or
I'm not
anything.
going for-
I was about to say with that explosion, he made his way off of your weapon because he's still alive. But if you would like to move, you can move.
Gotta pull out.
No, I'll take 2 attacks of opportunity, so I'm just gonna kind of like hop back for flavor.
Okay.
That's it.
Alright. Yeah, you kind of get out of just being face to face with him. Evander.
I mean, you could pull me away from his face, but I am in that square.
Yeah.
I'm going to move past Renner.
Bye, Dan.
And then I'm gonna move all the way down
Fit
to the
in
corner
20,
over
25,
there.
30.
And then I'm just gonna start hitting that fool.
Okay. Go ahead, roll your attacks. Also roll a perception check as you're going in.
Okay. Perception
Are you
as I go in.
Are you about to interrupt?
Plus 2 is
in magical
13
families?
perception.
Okay.
And then I am going to attack 3 times.
Go for it.
And use one of my key points with the flurry of blows.
Definitely.
I hope that's your actual character voice.
I really want to make a character with like that style.
There's 2 that are kind of.
Just do the number that's up. I see a 10 showing up.
A 13, 22, and
That's a 17
14?
plus a...
oh no, wait, sorry, it's plus 5.
So
a 16, a 14, and a 15.
I'll hit.
Nice.
Where's the 14 from?
Fucking monks.
You have an 11, a 19, and a 17.
I said a 16,
Yeah.
What? That's not
a 24,
That's like.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
and a 15.
Oh, you said a 14 at one point.
Yeah, that was in the beginning.
Oh my god.
So
I have no idea what's going on. I knew that dice roller wasn't a very good dice
4?
roller when I first got it.
Yeah,
So
no, I kind of
four's the
close
first.
up.
Yeah.
It's like someone just like took a square, was just like, I'm gonna put buttons on
5,
it.
The fact that it's slanted at all is what makes
5.
me not happy with it.
That's
That's
what
why
she
these.
said.
That's why these ones are nice. They're flat.
So you charge up towards this figure, this dark robed figure, or not robed, but dark leathered figure, and you charge in. Something seems familiar about him as this person's like dropping his crossbow bolt, his crossbow, and like going to pull out a weapon. And you kind of charge up, you swing around Nonami and hop across the beds. You give one solid punch to the gut. As it kind of like goes backwards, his hood falls up. You see a bunch, he's completely bald. You see a bunch of eyes tattooed on his bald head. You go and grr, grr, like 2 elbow swings and just knock this guy out cold. He
Damn!
drops to the ground.
What a
Damn!
fucking badass!
This is like rolled up and it's just like. Fuck, bitch.
Beat cheeks!
Do I recognize him?
I don't know, do you?
Did you
can
write
roll, right?
Yeah, you'll probably roll it down.
Sark, your turn.
I'm gonna
not part
fucking
of the backstory.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Wait, would I recognize him?
I don't know, you're not in there. Or
You're
you are
not-
in there. You haven't paid attention to him yet.
Fucking swing on this
Right.
dude's dick.
Hi, Dud. Do it.
Oh,
Do it, bro.
I don't remember.
12.
12 does not hit.
Fucking suck a dick. Oh, I don't do a shot, no. I look at that guy. No.
More of those.
15, 20, and I'm just gonna look at the dwarf and just do a ray of frost on him.
Okay.
The Durgar.
25.
He's a
Hits.
Durgar. He's a dark dwarf. He's a Durgar. He's
Does
just a
3
regular
points of
Durgar,
frost
Durgar.
damage.
3
and
points?
There's a
slows
difference.
his
They can
movement
go
by 10
invisible.
feet.
He's sub-intelligent garbage being, and we need to eradicate his
Shut up,
people
Drow.
from
As he's like kind of snarling, you see him like doing some sort of arcane movements as well. Also roll another d20. As he's like
10.
getting ready to complete whatever arcane movements he was doing, your ray of frost goes out and it kind of freezes him solid as he's halfway into spell casting.
Sick.
Dead.
Sick.
Duh.
So the Durgar's dead?
Yes. I'm gonna take a look at this
Is
fucking.
the other guy prone?
The guy
just
he's down.
Should I
as
tie him
well.
up?
Do any of you guys recognize this guy? Because for some reason,
Wait.
I feel like I
Does he have
might
any money
know
on him?
him.
You want to search him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it a history check?
You do kind of search through.
I think it would be knowledge.
The Durgar has a
Knowledge
single
or
silver piece on him.
I think
Well,
this is one of those
fucking suck and get a
situations
job.
where we actually need to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys look down. All of you guys. This guy looks familiar.
Hey, was he one of the guys that got pulled over by the guards?
Pulled over, like on the highway.
Yeah. It's a highway.
Wait, do you think so? He might.
What about that bar fight?
He was picking on
that chick.
What?
Yeah.
Was
he
it
one
that
of the-
guy?
He was one of the goons that was picking on the
Are
chick.
you guys just making up stories now?
I don't know.
No, okay. Like when we first started
At the bar.
before we learned about Floon,
Right before we fought the troll.
there was that chick that was getting beat the fuck up by the black robe people.
There was a half orc and there was some roguish type people that were starting a bar.
I think he's right.
Oh.
And I'm
Interesting.
pretty sure the main guy had a bunch of tattoos of eyes
Hey,
on his
Spencer.
head,
I'm
just
gonna
like
check
this
that main guy for money.
He has 11 pieces of silver on him.
Sick. I lean down and like envision like. Oh, cool, dude.
Yeah, tie this guy up.
I take
Want me
some
to tie
rope and you want to tie him up?
Yeah, sure.
You guys walking in this room also do notice that this wall over here has a bunch of shit piled up against the door. Like broken pieces of bedding and like legs and wood and just random shit just piled up across the door.
I start pulling some stuff down until I can see the door.
Okay.
Then I knock on it.
You knock.
Wait, who's tying him up? I just have the rope.
You said.
You said you were gonna tie him up.
Well,
Just tie
Give me
him
the
up.
fucking rope.
There you go.
He stops what he's doing.
I start tying him
I'm
up.
just picturing we're all standing in this room. It's okay, dude. I'll tie him up. I was alright. Wait, who's tying him up?
After he searches through his bag for a while, and goes,
No,
"Oh,
I
there it is."
had a brain blast
19
of the last time I
survival.
tried to tie someone up and the knot sucked.
Wait, who's tying him up?
God
So
damn
I
it.
got him tied up.
Okay. I start slapping the crap out of this guy.
You're slapping him. I'll go over this as I went over before. Slapping people isn't how you wake them up. I mean,
I
yes,
know.
it is a form of way you're gonna
I'm
slap
having a
them.
good time with it, though.
Dude,
Yeah.
okay,
Do I
so what?
possibly
Okay, hold
have
on,
a
hold on.
water skin?
Hold on, guys.
Yeah, you guys all have water.
I do a medicine.
I splash the water out of his face.
Hold on. Is this door open?
No.
I go to open this door. Okay. Hold on. I have a plan.
He went and opened it
I have a
before
plan.
you. Yeah.
I have a plan. Okay, I'll run down here. Okay, I run down here. I'll scoop up some poo.
It's not. No. That doesn't actually go through.
Oh, it goes over it or under.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
over it. Yeah.
Damn it! I was gonna scoop up some poo and throw it in his face.
The fact
Okay,
that
no,
you're
you
deaf-
guys-
Perception
yeah,
for
you-
some poo around the
I
room.
literally
don't.
take some water from my water skin and I splash it in his face.
Okay. Well, hold on. You charge down that door.
Yeah.
Everyone roll initiative.
Damn, dude. I'm sorry, dude. I thought.
Get mad at me
I'm
with
sorry.
my fucking flipping my fingers and I
Sorry,
fucking
dude.
run down a room.
I'm sorry, dude.
Quite a fucking work thing to do.
Just tell
go ahead
them you
and
need a
move
minute and come back.
Raynar into the room because he would have followed in. So let's just have him right there. Yeah. Thank you. All right. So.
You guys just stay back there, dude.
15 to 20. 10 to 15.
13.
5 to 10.
9.
Roll off.
Fuck you.
6.
Okay.
6.
13.
Should I take this off, dude?
Yes.
Come
on, dude.
Oh
Gotta
my
rip it
god.
like a bondage.
Ooh. Yeah, you guys just stay back there, do your thing.
Those
dude.
are snakes.
Found some paper.
Flores.
Is the Raven skull kind of like,
You guys stay
Pearl
back there and
white?
interrogate him. I'll just come up here and.
or is it like
More like ceramic white.
Okay, just
So it's kinda
scream if you need our
textured
help.
as
Okay.
though
Yeah.
it was?
Are you guys
Like
like
a
talking to
mask.
each other like
Yeah,
But
going
not
down
or
the
like an
hallway?
actual skull.
But not like,
Yeah.
Well, an actual
like,
skull I would see as having like a small bit of like rough texturing to it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's got like this rough kind of like. It's not pure white. It's kind of like a palish kind of.
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Big
What's-
bad.
I thought it said bow balls, so.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
wearing
he's
my
got big
glasses.
balls.
I'm not wearing my glasses.
Fuck my eyes, right?
It literally looks like it says bow ball.
We're going to take another quick 5-minute break. Alright, so we are back in initiative now. You turn the corner, you start like running down the hallway. You see throw-barrel curtains hanging on the east side of the wall of a long hall, in the middle of which a muscular half-orc in dingy robes stands with his bare foot on the chest of a male human. Red, blonde, wavy hair. Looks pretty much identical to Radar, almost exactly the same way, but he's wearing a completely blue overcoat rather than a blue like vest that that Raynar has. So a fire burns in the orc's clenched fist, and he's his victim on the ground is just crying and like squirming on the ground beneath his foot. Seated on a raised platform back behind him is this nightmarish figure wearing black robes with large lidless eyes, tentacles kind of sprouting out from above its face. You can see that he's got rubbery purple skin and yeah, these just weird four tentacles around the mouth. He's cradling what looks to be a human brain with legs. And he's just kind of like looking down at you. The orc kind of looks up at you. What?
It's pronounced dingy.
God damn
What I
it.
say?
Dingy.
Cool. So,
All that for that.
this guy is going to.
Not there's Floon. It's pronounced D.
It was bothering me. Okay, I'm taking an English class right now.
Cass?
Can you take it in class?
Okay, Timmy.
Take the English class.
Ah, jam it.
Well, you're about to get fucking scratched. And if
English kiss.
Christmas. And she get it.
Come on.
She'll get it.
So you see as this half orc kind of looks up, this fire's burning in his hands, kind of, and just blasts out towards you. Is going to.
Time out.
Oh,
I'm trying to fucking run the fuck away, dude.
20 against your AC is going to hit
I was
with
gonna say.
Firebolt, and is going to deal a total of 4 points of fire damage. And that is he's actually then going to turn to the tentacle-looking creature, and you understand it. The rest of you guys just hear Orcish, and he says, "I've got this." And the other one kind of nods its head, the tentacle-looking creature. It is then Nonami, your turn. You hear this as Sark takes off down the hallway. You hear this sudden kind of like this like wimpy cry, and then a blast of a firebolt gets shot down the hallway, connecting with Sark.
I look over at Raynar again and say, I'm gonna need you for a minute. And I cast Fat Mask of Many Faces and I look like him again.
Okay.
And then I sprint down the hallway.
Like, but you got the wrong guy.
Okay, so that's action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then movement.
And the movement.
But like, but you got the wrong guy.
10,
You got the quick
15, wait. 5, 10,
10,
15, 20,
25, 30, where I
am. Do I see the thingy?
But you got the wrong
At the end of the hallway? Does it have face features?
The tentacle-looking creature?
Yes.
Yeah. It's got lidless eyeballs. It's got a sort of human-looking mouth with these like 4 or 5 tentacles kind of sprouting out from around its mouth. It's got red or purple rubbery skin. And,
So out of game,
kinda
I know what this
cuddling
is.
This,
But in game, do I know what this is?
you guys roll a history check.
I'm
You
trying to-
recognize it. You instantly recognize it.
That's what I was looking
Yeah, you instantly recognize this
Oh.
thing as a
Damn it! I rolled good and I have a -2.
a mind flayer. Totally forgot the name. For some reason.
17.
Yeah.
Okay, right, alright.
17.
Yeah, you've heard of this.
Okay.
It's a creature of the Underdark.
Yeah.
Mind flayers are kind of
Would I
terrifying.
have heard it as a mind flayer or as an illithid?
Both names are known. Yeah.
I've experienced one.
You're a drow, yeah.
You might have come in contact with them. Yeah.
Yeah. And what is it that they work against or with the drow
Both.
society? Just depends.
And mind flayers are beings not unlike anything else. They do things only with the purpose of advancing themselves and their knowledge. They see
have the
themselves
hive
as
mind.
far higher creatures than anything else in the world, including drow and that kind of stuff. Although they do find drow a little higher regarded than other creatures.
They have,
Okay.
they have a hive mind.
Yes.
Yeah, I know about the hive mind part.
They see themselves as elevated beings, and
Yeah.
all other beings in this world are literally to serve
them,
the illithids.
Clarota.
Because they're like the ultimate psionic entity.
Yeah. So seeing that,
So it was already your action.
Yeah, you already used your
yeah.
action and movement.
You got it,
So
that's
you're
it.
done?
No, you can
Fucking-
bonus.
Yeah.
Bonus
I look at the
now
mind
or
flayer.
forever hold your
Does
peace.
it look at me? Is it look?
I mean, it's looking down the hall. It's hard to tell. You're,
It doesn't
70
have
feet away.
pupils.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
it just has orbs.
What
where
is the
eyes are
distance
supposed
between
to
me
be.
and the orc?
Fine.
About 45.
45.
Okay, technically 50 since you counted from him.
5, 10, 15.
So I'm going to just Eldritch Blast the orc then.
Okay.
17 plus 6 is 24.
Hits.
Aha. Yeah. 2.
2 points of damage.
2 points damage.
All right.
It's. I don't have the
The
cha.
range, it dissipates.
I don't have the cha bonus or anything on it.
All
Chaw,
right.
dude, chaw. Is that weird? Like, chaw, dude.
Raynar here in the commotion. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he's going to just charge. Ah! Floon! Screams out his name, recognizing him as his friendly Floon.
Where's our captor?
And he removed him back. You can go ahead and just set him down.
They're still there.
Just
your
as a marker.
imagination.
Just set him on the ground.
Oh my fucking god,
Dad, I am aware.
Alright, so...
You removed him.
So, this guy right here, the Illithid, you see him kind of float down the stairs. He kind of looks at you guys and like watches Raynar charge in. He drops the brain down on the ground and goes through a set of doors and disappears. The brain is on the ground right here.
And then
he is gone.
And then
Did he go in here?
Yeah, he went through those doors
he
and is
disappears,
gone.
and we never see him again, and
So
we never
you
ever
don't
have to
know
fight
where
another
he
fight.
went.
Hopefully.
Damn. That'll be heard on mic. Morthos, it is your turn.
That's what I think of my players, bro. Five.
30, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then can I just... I don't know if it's going to be an action, but I reach in my backpack, and I grab the little crab thingy.
Okay.
And I just like set it on the ground looking away.
Okay. So like you're like you're running, and as you're running, you're like fumbling for your like crab looking thingy, which you can feel it kind of like moving around inside, and you get your hand in there. You're not really looking at it. You can feel it kind of like just moving around. You finally get a hold of it. You pull it out. And you just, as you're like running around the corner, you just drop it down to the ground.
Drop it down.
Sark, your turn.
To the ground. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. 30. And I got one more spell slot, guys.
As I was running, I said, "Nobody look at it!"
You have 5 more feet. You can move a diagonal if you want to get closer.
Don't do that. Okay, I got one more spell, guys. Should I use it for attack? I don't know.
You should just throw it up and do what you want.
I'm gonna fucking cast Sacred Flame, which is a zero level.
Good job.
Dexterity?
Yeah.
What's the save?
12.
Does not make the save. Go ahead and roll some
Fucking,
damage.
oh my god, I'm not even prepared for this.
Well, I should be prepared.
Well, I gotta hate me, dude.
0 prepared.
1d8 fucking radiant damage.
So wait, since his Sacred Flame's a cantrip, can't he do that on bonus as well?
No, it's only one action.
Okay, but that's...
Cantrips, yeah, there's not...
That's how Eldritch Blast works, though. Eldritch Blast is capable of being...
Because the spell is a bonus action.
No, it's an action.
Then it shouldn't be able, then you can't do that.
Remember we went over this like 4 or 5 times about how...
Then it was something on your... If it says that the spell is an action, like unless you have something that says you can cast it as a bonus action.
It's in the rule book. If you... It says specifically that you can cast cantrips as a bonus action.
No. If the spell itself is an action...
Okay, we'll go over this for the 6th time later, but...
It's that must be something specific with warlocks, I'm
not.
pretty sure. Yeah.
6.
6 damage?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be. There's no reason it should be.
Good little sweater.
What about a good little sweater?
Alright, so yeah, you set off this ray of radiant light, kind of blows up on him.
It's working!
It also hits Floon on the ground though, as well.
I'm sorry!
And he kind of like lets out this just wimpy little scream. Evander, your turn.
So he rolls away, right?
Nope, he's still underneath this guy's foot.
Is my captor awake?
No.
Even after I splash water in his face?
You knocked him below 0 health where he's dying. You need to
dude.
stabilize him or roll a
said he
medicine
was
check.
We should stabilize him.
When you guys knock people
Roll a
out,
medical
and,
check.
like doing that kind of stuff, like,
They are dying still?
well, technically, yes,
Okay.
they are still dying. Yeah.
Because I would have.
Okay.
I was thinking I'd spare the dying on him, but he didn't.
Can I
sleep,
stabilize
so I was
him?
like,
Yeah. You can roll a medicine check to try and
Dude, we
stabilize him.
two got the spare of the fucking
It's your
time,
action.
Yeah.
Okay.
dude. It's a nice little sweater.
Yes.
16?
Okay, yeah. So, you kind of just like tend to some wounds, making sure that he's not, like bleeding
Bleeding out.
internally.
Yeah.
And then with the additives of the water and that
Look
kind of
like
stuff,
Kramer.
you're able to bring him to consciousness.
Bonus cast. Bonus action. With my finger. It's the last 2 lines.
You can't cast another spell during the same time except for a cantrip with the casting time of 1 action.
Yeah.
A bonus action. Let me see. A spell cast with a bonus action is specifically swift. You must use a bonus action on your turn to cast a spell provided that you haven't already taken a bonus action this turn. You can't cast another spell during the same time except for a cantrip with the casting time of 1 action. Meaning if you cast a spell with a bonus action, just cast the spell as a bonus action.
Okay, we went over this on because the forum was ruling that you could do it Eldritch Blast in the bonus action.
If it says that
as
it's a
well
bonus
as attack.
action.
That's what the forum said, and then we were talking about it, and I was like, this is what that said.
I'm
We're
90%
going back to
positive there was something else along with that gave you the ability to cast Eldritch Blast as a cantrip or as a bonus
I'll have
action.
to look at it again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
God damn you.
You did your action to heal him. He is stabilized, so he will probably come to consciousness, but he is not conscious right now. Literally has been knocked out for less than 6 seconds. I just want to,
Okay.
put
We have
that
screen
into
for your
play.
help, so you're good.
You still have
I'm
your
gonna
movement.
hang out with him.
You're gonna chill there. All right. This thing.
There's appropriate music for fighting in the sewers.
Yeah, I know.
There's just like a fucking random
I feel
dude with
like-
a flute down here and the poo just like.
No, I literally feel like there's like the sewer caps and everything, and they're like
and flute band right above it.
and they're just like on the street like playing music, but you can hear it down here.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Hey Robert, can I hit your vape?
You're
bop?
dead. You're a bop dead.
Bop. My boppy.
Here.
All right. So this thing is gonna hop on up right in front of Sark.
No, he's not.
And
I pee on it.
he's
R.
going
Kelly,
to swing once with a claw. Is going to be a 20 to hit. Second time with a claw is a crit.
Ooh.
Ooh. So the first claw deals. So that one was out of the box. 8 points of slashing damage.
What's a little brain, dude?
I'm at 0.
So you drop back to 1 because of your orcish. You then take 12 points of slashing damage on the crit.
Kinda.
Go back to 0 unconscious.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and drop yourself unconscious, sir.
It's like the first hit, you
You're
get
like
knocked
just,
down.
just imagine you
You're
standing
like,
up.
"Ah, come on! Knocked down again. Oh, okay.
Pretty much.
My little brain.
And then it's going to turn to Raynar and kind of, you see it emanate some sickly force. You're not really sure even what happened. You just see something kind of vibrate out from this creature.
It's sick.
And Raynar gets hit hard by it.
Hey,
and
big
takes
boy.
Hey, big boy, over there.
only takes 7 points of damage. But
I'm unconscious. Shit, where did
You really want that bonus action attack, don't you?
It's not
Yeah.
that I want it. I feel
you
bad
want
if I
it.
fuck this up. Like, that's why I'm concerned about it. I don't want to be playing the wrong way.
you see Raynar kind of like, he drops his rapier and like goes up to his head, and then you're behind him, so you just kind of see it, and then all of a sudden he just drops to the ground also.
What the fuck?
Raynar's down on the ground. Back to the top. This orc kind of looks at the two now fallen. Looks towards you and is going to. He's just going to go ahead and cast Firebolt at you. It's going to be a 19 against your AC.
Yeah, it hits.
Is going to deal.
Dude, we're gonna die already.
I'm pretty sure we're all gonna die right now.
of 2 points of fire damage. Go
God.
low with that one. That is his turn. And he is going to actually
No, he's not.
move away from Floon. Yeah, he's just gonna move over to there. Just get a little closer to the door.
Floon gets the opportunity of attack.
And then Nonami, your turn.
Okay.
None of me come in clutch.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. I look at the orc. Does he notice me being also Rainer?
Yes.
So now there's 3 Rainers in the room?
Yes.
No, nothing from him. He just.
I mean, he just kind of looks at you a little curious. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I jab him in like kind of like the rib with the end of my spear thing, and a little like little bit. It doesn't. You can't really tell, but a little bit of light comes out from the end of it and goes.
A little bit of jizz.
And you get this tickly feeling, and you're like, oh shit, I'm awake.
He stabilizes you.
Okay.
You're not awake. You just don't have to roll
Oh,
any.
he's not awake. Okay.
Yeah, you just don't have to roll any death saving throws.
Yeah. Which means I'm not dying now.
Yeah.
That's an action. So I can't do anything now.
Whereas I was dying before. Thanks, man.
Oh god.
You kill this little brain thing. I drop mask him and he faces and look like a drow now.
Okay.
And I kind of snarl at the orc.
He kind of looks at you a little more interested now, but then kind of gives a smile as he kind of prepares some arcane energy. Raynar is just on the ground. Like, you
Just
know,
chilling,
you
dude.
notice, actually, as you go and stabilize Sark, that Raynar seems like totally fine, but like his eyes are glazed over, his like mouth is just wide open, and like they're looking around and stuff too, but it just like
He looks addled, so I'm kind of thinking it's a little influence from a psychic entity in the area, probably.
Morthos, your turn.
Okay, I'm going. Do I hear my little thing like moving around? Oh, I'm not looking at
At this point, nah, yeah, you'd probably hear it moving around a little bit.
Okay.
Your friends are
Did I
dying in
step
front of
on
you.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to yell at the top of my lungs, Aventor! We need you!
Alright.
And then I'm going to look back at the little brain thing, and I'm just going to throw a chromatic orb at it.
Alright.
Fuck you, bitch!
11.
11 misses.
Fucking hit myself.
Kind of hops around. That was your first level spell, correct? Are you out? You have one more.
No, I have one more.
Alright.
And then I'm going to back up.
Alright. It is then Sark, you're just stabilized, so you're just there. You will eventually wake up, but it takes a couple of rounds before you can come back. Evander, your turn. You hear Morthos scream your name.
I remember that we have another party member.
I look down at the guy that I have and I'm like, stay!
He's just barely
he's hella passed out. I know that he's still like out of it. And I just yell at him, stay!
You got him tied up pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I go,
10,
full action
15,
probably.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65.
Sit back.
Alright. So you move your way on in. It is then... Oh man, alright. The brain hops up to Nonami.
No, he doesn't.
Nonami, I need you to make a...
If it's a
No, I can't sit down.
intelligence saving throw.
Make sure you're not late for work, Kyle.
Alrighty. Is it charm?
No.
Magical sleep?
No.
Okay.
It is 10:33.
Oh God.
It's a 1.
Wait. We always hope that you like get that look of like, yeah, I rolled a 1.
You take 13 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Okay.
What's your intelligence score?
Okay.
11. Okay.
Now
How many
it's
points
10.
of
13.
13? So 11.
What was your
I
intelligence
feel
score?
like playing a really hardcore RuneScape now.
11.
Oh, yeah, okay, so you're fine. You take the psychic damage.
Oh. What would it?
That's all. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it until you die.
Orc's turn. He's gonna blast you with a firebolt. $20 against your AC.
Oh my God.
That drop. There's no amount of damage that he cannot. Like, he has to deal 1 point.
Drops to the ground.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Death saving throw, please.
Nobody had. How many more potions? Can't heal anyone. Walker, do you have any potions?
Constitution?
Yeah, it's Constitution.
So 16?
You're good. You rolled above 10. Raynar is out of the count.
Yeah.
Morthos, your turn.
Look at the brain. I'm just like Ray of Frost.
Alright.
That was very Robin Williams. I see the brain. Ray of Frost.
Hits.
Oh, thank God.
Ray of Frost.
Oh, God. It does 2 points of frost damage and slows its movement by 10.
Alright.
I gave it brain freeze.
Anything else?
You could run.
Yeah, I'm not running away because I gotta do something. That's it.
I'll just say it. You guys got yourselves into this situation. That's all I'm gonna say. Evander, your turn.
No.
I blame team leader.
No.
I blame team leader.
He
People
got
gotta
us
wear
into
that
this
and touch that
situation.
shit. What's that in your mouth?
It's not my mouth.
Oh,
Evander?
dude, beat the shit out of the brain.
I'm a flurry of blows on the brain.
Okay.
You walk up to it.
Yes.
Long range flurry of blows.
my God.
14, 13, and 10.
2 hit.
There once was a time where there was a team of men. They all
5.
died in the sewer,
Goodbye,
covered
sir.
in poo, never to be found again.
Me neither. I kind of got confused halfway through.
5 and 4,
5 and
which
4 points
is
of damage.
9.
Okay, 9 points of damage.
Tell me you beat the shit out of his brain mush.
Yeah. Please save the group. Please.
It's kind of still standing there.
Oh God.
There once was a group of people who all died.
I need you, Evander, to make a intelligence saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Here.
Better roll high.
Ooh, 20.
Thank God. 19. 19. I got a 19.
Okay. You're good.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, 19. So, you kind
I
of...
rolled a 20.
Nice. Alright, but -1. Nice. So, you're standing there as you give a good couple solid contacts to this brain-like creature. You notice it kind of radiate this psionic power. It kind of penetrates into your mind, but you're able to use your monk training to kind of center yourself and like push that evading presence out of your mind. Nothing happens to you. And then it is the orc's turn. Who is
I
going
survived.
to
Oh yeah, you
cast
used your
firebolts
action. Shit.
at you.
Next
12
one.
against your AC?
My AC is 15.
Woo!
17.
Misses with the firebolt. Just like passes right by. Nonami rolled a save and failed it. Raynar is out. Morthos.
Come on, Morthos!
Come over here. I'm just like, red frost.
To
The brain.
okay.
Yeah, fuck the brain.
Oh god damn it. It's an 8.
Ignore the guy
Misses.
throwing fireballs.
Okay. Damn it. I have to wait until his turn. Hey, do you have a potion? Oh, it's gonna cost an action too. Wait, do you have a potion?
I have a potion,
Oh, okay.
but you already used an action, and it would take an action for me to hand it to you, which would mean that we'd go a whole round without causing
You can
any
probably
damage.
bonus action toss something to him.
Okay.
You feeding a potion to somebody is an action.
Yeah, but
I
you would just be
bonus
tossing
action
it.
and give him a regular healing potion, which is 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, so you toss him. So it's come up to your turn. You toss him a potion. Can't do anything with it until your turn though.
I'm fully aware.
Okay. What are you doing?
Beat
Still
shit
in
out of the
action.
brain.
I'm going to attack the brain with my short sword.
Okay.
17.
Hits.
Hey, when it's your familiar kind of hit up.
9 damage.
Nice.
They went to go save their friend.
Give your flurry of blows. You know, you strike this brain multiple times. It's low on the ground, so it's pretty awkward. You know, you're kicking and elbowing. You hear Morthos kind of like scream for a potion, and in your dance of blows, you like grab a potion, chuck
Off
it,
the belt. Just
and then also pull out your sword and just come through and swipe down on this thing. You pierce straight through this brain as it kind of like leaps up at you, just skewers itself.
Yes!
And you see its legs
It's
kind
like
of go.
Tommy
limp.
and Walker gets
I'm
saved
going to
the
keep it on my sword
Okay.
until my next turn.
That is his turn. You guys hear the orc kind of like, "Ugh, damn it!" And he is going to cast firebolt at you.
I'm like
Rolled
Sand.
a 2
Sand
plus
with
4 is
the
6.
Yes.
Misses. Nonami rolled another save, and this time he passed. Raynar is out. Morthos, your turn.
There is
I walk
Come on.
up. I walk up to Sark. I'm just like, all right, open up. Here we go. Come on, drink it up. Drink
Alright,
it up.
so
Come on, buddy.
action to give Sark a potion. Go ahead and
Yes.
roll.
2d4 plus 2.
Correct.
that one
Both fours.
and a friend.
Okay, so you got 7.
6.
So you come back to consciousness. Morthos is sweating. He looks frantic as fuck. You see multiple piles or multiple bodies on the ground around you, and you're kind of just like, ugh. And you can still hear the orc kind of like cursing and like mumbling to himself in the corner.
I take the empty bottle and I'm just like,
It's just like roll d20.
oh man.
Okay.
Got a 6.
Nice. So you just like throw it. It's way short. Your hands are way too sweaty. It just slips out. Just shatters on the ground.
Sick.
Quite
Okay.
a few far feet in front
Half
of them.
action to get it.
Half your movement.
Yeah, half movement to get it.
Hey, if you could heal anyone.
Yeah, you see a skewered brain on Evander's sword. You see
What's that
Raynar
called?
on the ground next to you. You see
I'm doing
Nonami
good.
on the
Don't worry
ground
about
next to you.
I got 8 at 16.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on.
Just one reminder too that you did get your channel divinity back with the long rest as well.
I did, didn't I? Forgot about that.
Right now, I'll be nice and remind you guys of a few of your abilities that you can do when that kind of stuff happens, because that would probably be a good one to use right now.
I also haven't been adding the extra 2 health points from Disciple of Life.
Remember that too?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my channel divinity.
Who?
It's an area of effect.
Anyone within 30 feet, and you get a total of 12 because you get 2 times your level, or 5 times your level, but you get an extra 2
Yeah, so 12 total between everybody.
between whoever you.
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
get.
Between I have to divvy it up. I'm gonna give.
So I'm only 5 HP down.
Kyle made all the saving throws.
No, Kyle is still rolling
I'm
for
gonna
death saving
give
throws.
4 to Kyle.
Okay.
3 to Fancy Fuck.
Raynar?
Yeah.
Okay. That's 7. You got 5 left.
Yeah. What about me, bro? I'm only at 7 out of 20.
Yeah, I would just give it to
Take the
yourself.
rest,
I'm
yeah.
at range. I'm in good range.
Yeah.
So.
I'm gonna give myself the last 5.
Okay.
12.
So, Nonami kind of coughs up a little bit of blood, but his eyes seem to come back to consciousness. Raynar, there's no effect. Nothing.
And I'm
happens.
assuming that's an action for Channel Divinity.
Yeah, your channel divinity is an action. Yeah.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word
All right.
on.
Just so you are aware too, yeah, because I saw you pointing at him earlier. Floon,
Floon
does look pretty fucking beat up as well.
Okay, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Floon.
Okay.
So that would be 1d4 plus 2.
Especially because he's the person that we really came here to save.
8 total.
So yeah, what word do you say?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna say. I'm on the spot right now. I don't know what I'm gonna say.
Just say a freaking word.
I'm gonna say. Please
Please
don't die.
And all of a sudden you see, for the first time in actually a little while, you see air come through Floon's chest. And he starts coughing up like blood, and like his eyes pop open. Was probably very close to the verge of death.
Oh god.
And Evander, your turn.
I guess I'm gonna attack this big fella here.
Okay, so you're gonna charge up.
Did you kill this fuck?
Yeah,
Yes.
he did.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Destroyed
So
that
I'm gonna
thing.
charge him. 1,
10.
10,
45.
15. And then I'm gonna
50.
strike on him with my
Zava.
short sword.
Go for it.
But the brain is still on the short sword.
Yeah.
So I'm actually attacking him with the brain and the short sword.
I mean, by the time you run up and charge, it's kind of like came down
Yeah.
to your hand area.
I'm attacking him with the bride.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow,
10.
that just stopped
10?
the landing.
Misses. Actually, would hit, but he's going to use a reaction and cast Shield on himself, which increases his AC by 5.
Fuck.
So it misses. Then it's his turn. He is
Being
going
dead
to...
count as a short rest.
No. He is going to...
I killed your brain.
He's going to just, you see him just like pull a dagger out from beneath his robes, and he's going to swing on you with his dagger. Is going to 13 against your AC.
He misses.
Okay, and then he's going to, he's going to try, and
Wait, so how
he's going
roll?
to try and back up. So 5, 10, 15, 20. He's
Opportunity
going to go
of
up to the
attack.
dais up there.
Opportunity of attack.
Yeah,
Opportunity of attack.
And I'm going to swing on him.
go for it.
Swing on him, girl.
Oh yeah.
17.
Hits.
Hit that bitch. You know, sign up.
plus 3, 8 damage.
All right, so he starts to move away. You get a solid swing with your sword. You see him start to fall, and then his kind of like eyes perk up that orcish vigor, and he kind of and gets back up and continues moving forward. Nonami
guys.
is
Let's hit
out
him
of the
one more
count right
time.
now. He's conscious, but we're just saying he's out. Raynar is out, and Morthos, your turn.
I'm gonna put my fingers out and just go Spirit Frost.
All right,
19.
hits. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Hey, big boy.
Big boy.
1.
1 is enough because you're bringing back to 1 HP. I don't know why I had you roll damage, but just for the fucks of it. As he's like kind of crawling away, he gets himself up above the dais, goes to turn to cast another spell. Go ahead and roll D20, and you see him kind of like come to a frozen figure as he's like going up that last stair and slips, hits the like edge of the dais, shatters into like 3 or 4 chunky pieces, not like a bunch of smaller pieces, but chunkier pieces. Yeah.
So, I don't know how the
Initiative.
fuck we didn't die.
I don't know either, but whatever's in that next room, we're.
You literally hit the exact number of HP that was to take out that brain. Yeah, if you had done 1 less damage, it would have gotten an attack in and probably dropped you as well.
Yeah.
So,
there's another big ass being in that next room.
do you.
We
want
got
to
what we needed.
Should we just say fucking leave?
I mean, it's up
I'm
to
fine
us.
with saying fucking leave.
I'm fine with saying fuck it, live, dude. I'm pretty sure if a pebble falls on one of us, we're gonna die.
Yeah, grab him. Grab Floon.
I'll get Floon.
Okay.
Floon is thank you.
Shut the fuck up.
I get Floon on my back and I just kind of like drape his arms over me.
You guys just book it the fuck out of there
Yeah,
as
just
fast
grab
as you
them,
can.
just grab everybody, and we just get out of there.
All right.
And then I tell Floon to hold on, and then we get into the other room, and I see the other guy that we have tied up, and I'm like, okay, you awake? You're coming with us.
Okay.
Start dragging him out.
Start dragging him
That's
as
a
well.
lot of people.
All right.
Wait,
Dude, we're a fucking mob right
before we
now.
leave, I look around the room on the floor for my little crab.
Yeah. He's like moved away in the back hallway over there.
I
Yeah.
just grab him real quick.
Yeah.
And just throw him back in my backpack.
Yeah,
I
you
was
instantly
like,
start
"Bitch,
feeling
you
them
didn't
move in your
even do
backpack
anything."
again.
God.
All right. So you guys are just gonna start charging back, getting the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead and have you guys just roll. Everyone roll a d20. Just as you guys are charging out of here, trying to get out quick.
Any pluses?
Just straight d20. 19.
17.
5.
Okay. So between the 3 of you, I'll roll 1 for Nonami. 3. So.
What did we find?
No, this
No,
is just for you
it's
guys
just
getting
get
yourselves out of there. You
Oh,
didn't
okay.
search or anything. You said you grabbed your people
Yeah.
and fucking gun
Yeah.
ran. Yeah. So this is you guys just booking it the fuck out of there. Are easily enough able to throw whoever you need to throw over your shoulder. Raynar is out of commission. You have no idea what's wrong with him. He's totally fine as far as like his heart is beating and he's still there, but you guys are like snapping your fingers like saying a snake, slapping him out, and he's just like
He's been knocked with
like looks fucking loopy. Go ahead and roll a medicine check. You guys book it out of there. Eventually, finding the first manhole escape that you can, get yourselves the fuck out of the sewers. It is about noon. Like, yeah.
I rolled a 19.
19. So you're familiar with not necessarily what happened to him, but a greater restoration spell. Something has happened. Something psionic has happened to him and has affected his mind. A greater restoration spell should fix what is
Which I
happening.
don't have.
Which you do not have. It's a higher cleric level spell. So we'll kind of fast pace then, because I do want to get you guys to a certain point before we end it. You guys come back to the yawning portal. You guys instantly see Volo, who is thrilled and ecstatic to see Floon. Floon at this point is able to carry himself and walk on his own. He does look like beaten and bloodied and fucked up. He says, which he explains to you guys, that the orc's name was Grumshar. He was some boss of the Xanathar Guild. You know,
Not
some
anymore.
leader.
And his
And
brain fucked up. I never remember.
yeah, and Volo, when he sees that, Volo says like, "Oh, I can help you guys out with that." He
I was
knows
gonna ask if
someone.
he could,
Yeah, that can get a greater restoration. Pretty much any of those higher level spells, if you guys don't have the ability to do it, there's shit tons of temples around
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
You can always buy the spell.
But
and cast
Volo has
it.
money, so we're like, hey, we got this.
Yeah, so, well, Volo doesn't pay for it, but Raynar probably does whenever he comes out of his stupor, which clerics are easily, like, willing to, like, oh yeah, of course we'll help Raynar out, we know him.
Yeah.
So, he does eventually come back to himself. Like I said, Floon thanks you guys. He was saying that Grumshar, these Xanathar thugs had kidnapped him and taken him to this hideout, and they were asking him about the Stone of Galore. Asking him about some hidden treasure. He had no idea what the fuck they were talking about. He was just getting tortured and beaten and bloodied for the past 3 days. And it was fucking terrible. So yeah, he's really happy now to be out of that, and thanks you guys over and over and over again. Volo comes to you guys
And owes us money.
and says a few words to you, kind of sets you outside. He says, I confess that I only have but a few coins to spare. But never let it be said that Volo goes back on a promise. Allow me to present something much, much more valuable. And he hands out a parchment, a roll of paper. You guys grab it?
I grab it.
Okay.
Bye, Steve.
Yeah.
See that?
Whoa.
You unroll it, and it looks like a deed of some sort. It says, the deed to a remarkable property here in Waterdeep.
Ho-ho!
We'll need a magistrate to be witness to the transfer of the title of ownership. Now I'll arrange with that after you've taken some time for yourselves and inspected the estate to make sure it is of your approval and deemed satisfactory. But I know I promised you the 100 gold each, and I'm sorry I don't have that on me.
Which
That's
ward in Watergate is it located?
Waterdeep. It is located in the North Ward.
In the North Ward.
That's top right.
Top right, yep.
Where we went to like no, that wasn't
No,
that was
because
with
we're
someone
staying
else.
in like the south of the castle.
That was where you
ward.
went though, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's high end, dude. Where?
So, at this point, going into the next steps of the campaign, you guys have some time spacing that's going to go on. So, we'll go over the area that you guys are getting. You guys can decide. Actually, I can real quickly just show you what it looks like.
I think this
Hey,
is better
we
than
don't have
100
to
gold
pay,
pieces each.
Yeah, we don't have to pay for rooms anymore.
Yeah.
Like we
This
have
is
a,
way
we
better
pretty
than
much
100 gold pieces
we're
each.
given a house.
Yeah. I was wondering how we were gonna like not be homeless at some point.
So you guys are given actually not a house, but an old tap room and bar.
Oh, even better.
This is the first floor.
Oh,
Here is
what?
the basement. There is the second floor. There is the third floor.
What the
And
fuck?
that is the attic.
Damn.
Keep in mind, everything. This is Metropolis. Every building in this has a
take a
minimum
3.
of 3 stories. We'll go over it and stuff like that later. So that's just what it looks like right now. Volo does explain to you guys as you go to inspect it for the very first time. He says, "Oh, by the way, I should mention, which some might find more redeeming quality of the place. It is believed to be haunted by a specter. I had originally bought the deed to study this creature for my latest book. Unfortunately,
Well, you're still welcome to study it.
It didn't. The book hasn't panned out as well as I thought it would. But the creature's name we believe is to be Lith, an old elf that used to work in the tavern. He's a little grouchy, but just seems to want to stay at his lifelong home. His place of work.
See nothing wrong with that?
You might be able, if he seems to bother you, I'm sure you could find a way of getting rid of it. But you might be able to gain his favor. Nothing wrong with a friendly specter within the tap room.
It's a ghostly butler.
Indeed it might. Also, going through and expecting, Raynar comes by. He thanks you for helping him, kind of redeem himself for Floon getting captured. He says, if you guys ever need anything, please do not hesitate to contact me. I will help you in whichever manner that I can. He kind of looks around and he goes to you being the spellcaster and he hands you that and he says, please use this to contact me at any time. And he kind of takes off his own finger and hands it to you.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Of
Much
course.
appreciated.
I hope this will stop any of the suspicion on my back. And I thank you again for helping me with this. And as I said, I have multiple contacts within the city, so I will help you in any way that I can if you ever need it.
Of course.
And
We greatly appreciate that.
bids you guys adieu, lets you go off to do your thing. And then, as I said, going into this now, there's going to be a span of time where we can really do whatever we want. There's going to be at least a minimum of 3 weeks of time that we will be spanning. So I want you guys to kind of think about what you want to do. There are multiple side missions that we can do, and I will probably give you guys, I'll throw it out there, and you can decide whether or not you want to do it or not.
Yeah.
Like a pegboard kind of thing that we...
Kind of, yes and no. There'll be certain things that happen, but there's also a lot of downtime activities that you can decide to do also. First off, just so you're not aware, the tap room is not functional.
Yeah.
It does take work. If you guys want to build it up, it's going to cost some money, or if you want to do it yourself, you can bring down that cost and kind of do that thing. But just think about what you'll want to do going over a time span with a minimum of 3 weeks. It can go as long as you want it to go, depending on how many things you guys want to kind of do. We'll also go over your neighbors, where you guys are. The inn is on an alley called Troll Skull Alley. And you can name your inn whatever you want to name your inn and tavern and that kind of stuff once you get it going.
Dude, we got a turret?
It's just kind of the top attic level, yeah, but it's essentially a turret level.
Yeah.
One last thing I will say is once you guys get in there and accept it and are kind of deciding what to do, whether you're opening it or not, you are berated by guild members of all the different guilds within the town, like the carpenters and the magistrates and protectors and all these people, continuously say, oh, you should join this guild, you should be part of this. It might be a little difficult to run your business if you're not part of this guild, and constantly kind of giving that kind of threats, quote unquote threats. But you don't have to join up on any of them if you don't want to. So that's where we'll come up next session, is we'll go over that time span and what's going on.
What